It's the main free back again. Ripping LFC to the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're 10 champions. We the best, we come again. Kop-Ish clean up in every region. Elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap. And Drifty go on tell them this is that. This is that. This is Kop-Ish. This is Kop-Ish. Reppin' Liverpool to the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that. This is Kop-Ish. This is Kop-Ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-Ish.
Yes, people, welcome back to Team Kopish, another Monday night live show. Hope everybody is blessed. And listen, I'm going to say this once at the start of the show. Make sure you smash the like button on your way into the arena. And make sure you also subscribe. We are on the road to 40K. I think we're kind of close to that, but we'd really appreciate that if you could get us over the line. Not only that, people, this video is sponsored by okjersey.com. People, go and get your football jerseys then for £15. And make sure you use the code Kopish to get 8% off, people. Make sure you do that. Yeah? All right, then. With that being said, we are back. Obviously, it hasn't been a great week for Liverpool. 3 games losing on the bounce. It's looking a bit mad. But at the same time, we're still here. We don't hide. And we are the defending champions. And we're going to have to speak about, obviously, what's happening at Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's mad. But big up for everybody that's joined. Drift, how are you, my bro?
I'm not good at all, B. Nah, I'm not good at all, bro. I know we've been spoiled. I know the last 18 months have been spectacular. I know everything's been all fun and games and whatnot. So this is something that, like, it was going to happen, right? We're going to have a period of time where we're going to play a little poor or we're going to be a little bit underwhelmed or whatever the case may be. But while you're in the middle of it, it don't feel good. And if I'm being completely honest with you, it was it 8 days or 7 days from hell? Was it Sunday to Sunday? Was our game Crystal Palace game was on Saturday, so it was 8 days. It was 8.
Crystal
Palace,
no. It was midweek. Saturday. So Crystal Palace Saturday, Galatasaray Tuesday, and then our game was Saturday. So Saturday to Saturday.
So 7 days of hell.
Yeah.
7 days of hell. 7 days of what the hell's going on, whatever you want to call it. So I tell you what, we better get back to business after the international break. You know what I'm saying? And the news coming out of Liverpool right now, which we'll get onto, is, spoiler alert, what? Who?
Bro?
What?
I don't know.
Bro, they're trying to make me crash out.
I don't know.
No, this is a joke. Talk to me, bro. I'm guessing we're going to get onto this subject straight away,
Yeah. All right, so let's start off with a bit of transfer news. And so today at around 8 o'clock this evening, I'll just checking some Liverpool news to see if there's anything happening. And we have been linked to a Bayern Munich defender who will be on a free transfer in the summer of 2026.
And why do you think he's free?
Wait. He is a French defender that's also came from the school of Leipzig. The defender in question is Upamecano. I'll read the article. It's from Anfield Watch, but obviously their news is courtesy of Christian Falk from I think he writes for the Build. So they said Liverpool will re-enter the market in 2026. They simply have to. It won't be repealed 2024, even if we may not see that kind of spend in 2025 delivered. But the situation set about necessities a signing or two. The exact numbers rest on Upamecano, really, as he decides what he wants to do at the end of his contract. Liverpool, though, will want to sign someone. They tried at the end of the summer, of course, by getting close to signing Mark Guehi for Crystal Palace. That fell apart at the end, but the Palace captain would have been a replacement for Joe Gomez. It's a plan that remains very much possible, even if Guehi may not be the ultimate signing. Then it goes on to Liverpool are now constantly being linked with a move for Dayot Upamecano, whose contract with Bayern Munich expires at the end of the season. Christian Falk is one of the latest to report it, saying there is a keen interest from the Reds. He also says there's certainly no better way to make up for the loss of Konate on a free transfer than by signing a replacement on a free transfer, although we actually hope both are at Anfield next season. Fabrizio Romano makes it clear that Bayern won't give up about a fight, though. He says on his YouTube channel that there is an offer on the table from the Bundesliga champions, and they are trying to retain the key player. But with money thought to be an issue, the door is open for Liverpool. If they can find a way to get this done, it may be one of their most important signing in years.
It might be who's most important.
Liverpool's.
Miss me out. No.
All right,
there's no way they're trolling at the end.
All right, I'm gonna try and play. I'm not gonna do the devil's advocate. That's what Cal said. I'm just gonna give another side to the story. I haven't watched Upamecano properly, probably for about 2-3 years. So if anyone in the chat can let me know how what he's playing, is there a reason why he's on a free, or is it genuine that like Bayern want to get rid of him, or is it a money issue? I don't know how good he is. I have not watched him play for time. One thing I will say though is that when he was at Leipzig alongside Konate, some of the reporting would say that Upamecano was a bit ahead of Konate, but obviously later on down the line, the scouts were saying Konate is probably better in the Prem. One thing I will say though,
you do too much, brother. You do too much.
Let me. One thing I'm gonna say. I know you won't like it. Big up Catch. Catch, you are such a troll. Big up Catch, you such a troll. Catch, I swear now. One thing I will say, yeah, is that he is a ball playing centre back though. He is a ball. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and cap. That's actually he makes mistakes, but he's a ball playing centre back. I'm just being honest, bro. From what I remember. Do you get what I'm saying?
What type of ball? A juggling ball.
Bro, I don't watch Bundesliga like that anymore, so I don't know, fam. I don't know if he's a circus kind of different. Listen,
miss me out, man.
He's got that thing of which I don't like what people saying, and I hate this word because I feel like there's like an undertone to it. But people call him a bozo, and I will just say that he's, from what I remember, he's error prone. I'll put it nicer. He's error prone from how I remember. I don't know if he's improved drift, but if Liverpool really want him, surely I can't be listening about that we're after, bro. But I'll be real, German media outlet, he plays in Germany. There probably is a little bit of substance to it, whether we like it or not.
Bro, I don't want to shop in Germany no more. I'm sorry. I don't want to shop there no more. Nah, I don't want to shop in Germany. But every time we come back from Germany, the flight's delayed. The food on the flight.
But Sobo came from Germany though.
But it took a year for Sobo to get good, bro.
No, but and obviously this is correct. Ibu helped win us a Premier League. I know he's got a situation, and people are saying now all of a sudden.
No. Ibu's success.
Ibu was a successful signing. So was Sobo. Naby Keita wasn't. Who else did we get from Germany?
Florian.
I hope that you're just gonna miss that one out still. But obviously the story hasn't been written yet with Florian. He's 7 games in, and man is, you know what I'm saying? Ekatike. He's been arguably our best signing, bro. Firmino.
Maybe. Oh, so what?
You know what I'm saying?
Everyone wants to keep catching flights to Germany for shopping trips. Okay, cool.
No. But if we're being real, all jokes aside, I would say the forwards have done a good service. Obviously, Firmino, legend. Ekatike started very well, but I guess it's very different with midfield and defenders. Maybe obviously Frimpong as well, innit? Matip.
Yeah, no, Lacroix.
Legend.
Right, there are some good centre backs that come, but there are some good players. Yeah, okay, all right.
So it's not as bad as what you Gravenberch.
No, Gravenberch doesn't count.
To be fair, Gravenberch just had a detour over there, isn't it? He's really from the school,
that doesn't
Dutch
count.
school
That
Ajax, really.
Yeah.
They got catch as well. Say smash a lot. Appreciate it, my brother. Make sure you go subscribe to the catch up as well. Listen, I know people sometimes will look at.
Let's forget about Germany for a minute, Matt. Don't play devil's advocate anymore. I don't need that. I need the real Matt. Yeah, forget the devil's. The cow ain't.
Bob, I'm just hosting the show. I'm just trying to have a.
Forget devil's advocate.
I'm just trying to have an honest conversation.
Forget devil's advocate. You tell me. You tell me right now what you would rate Upamecano on a scale of 1 to 10.
From what I remember, be like a 3 or a 2. From what I remember, he ain't good enough.
And I would agree with you.
He
I'll
ain't
give
good
him
enough.
a 4. I'll give him a 4 at the absolute maximum.
He ain't good. The thing is, as good as he can be, I still feel like there's always going to be that moment where we're worried, and you don't really want that with a centre back. You need to be your centre back needs to be calm and composed. There's a reason why.
Do you want me to give you a real reality check on how poor this signing would be?
Here you go.
On Arsenal's bench, as their 5th choice, is Henkape. And you're telling me that Upamecano will come into Liverpool and potentially be the actual partner for Virgil. These men are talking about replacing Ibu. That means he would come in and be Liverpool's first team defender. Miss me the fuck out, Matt. Miss me out. Is this club trying to do what we did before, where we win and then we just clown ourselves and then we just end up rubbish?
See, I haven't been watching German football for a minute. So Leao, I don't know if he's trolling. He's saying he's good on the ball, though. Again, I haven't. Do you know what, Jiff? We got to be honest. If we haven't watched Bayern for the last, say,
I watched them in the Champions League.
No. So do I. But what I mean is that could be one of game in it. But I can't sit here and say I've watched Bayern like how I maybe watched Barca and Real Madrid. I see more of their league games, so I kind of get a better understanding. With Upamecano, bro, I'm not saying I want us to sign him, I'm just saying I haven't watched him, so I can't really sit here and give a fair thing. But from what I remember of him, though, I don't want him anywhere near Liverpool, I'll be honest. From what I remember. I'm just saying, if anyone's seen that he's improved or something, let me know. Yeah,
we are moving. Now, you know what? This has got to be a rumor. It has to be a rumor. And you know what? I want to take this time as well. And it's such a pity that Cal ain't here. And if Tom is watching anywhere, them two, I'm not even going to name call, yeah? We was having a show, yeah? It was a Friday show and you weren't there, yeah? And big up Hassan, because Hassan was actually the only one who was on my wave and knew what I was talking about. When we were talking about what happened in the summer with Gehi, yeah, I was, and anyone who was on that show, let me know if you're in the chat right now. I specifically said Liverpool effed up. We had all window to get Gehi sorted out, the whole window, and we were and ahhing over 5 mil here, whatever the case was. And during the conversation we're having, I said, you know what, Liverpool should have actually even went 10 mil higher than what they thought it was valued at to just get it done. If he's valued at 35 because he's got 1 year left on his contract, but it's going to take 45 to get him in the door, the fact that he's a really, really top talent and that was the guy that you wanted, go and get him. These men are gaslighting me, bro. The whole show. Nah, that's not what it was. Liverpool didn't make any mistakes. In the end, they accepted 35 mil. It's not Liverpool's fault. I was like, of course it's Liverpool's fault. Even though Crystal Palace pulled the plug on us right at the end, of course it's Liverpool's fault, because what we did was we waited until the last minute, and then when we didn't get Gehi, we couldn't get anybody, and then we just completely messed up our plan for the centre backs, right? Them man are gaslighting me again. Nah, that's not what it was. Liverpool couldn't get him. We couldn't get him. Matt, this is what they told me. We couldn't get him. Crystal Palace weren't going to let him go until they had a replacement. I said, okay, but they would have had way more time to get a replacement if we'd have gone and got Gehi 3-4 weeks earlier than we did. Nah, man, that's not what it was. All on Crystal Palace. I said, okay, so why did they let Eze go Arsenal then without a replacement? What are you talking about, bruv? They did bring in a replacement for Eze. Bro, do you know who the replacement for Eze was?
Who? Palace's replacement?
Yeah. Who Palace brought in?
Is it Pina? Yeri Pina? Is it Pina? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Yeri Pina, I think.
Yes.
From Villarreal, I want to say.
So here's the reason why they gaslighted me on a whole nother level, bro. I didn't have all the information out there, and I'm not petty, so I didn't bother doing my Google searches. I just went, all right, cool. If that's what, then cool. But you know what? The other day I did some Google searching because I'm in my petty bag now. When Liverpool play bad, I get annoyed, so I'm in my petty bag now. So I did some Googling. First of all, he's a winger. Eze's a number 10, so he ain't even a direct replacement. But here's where the real gaslighting came in. They sold Eze to Arsenal on August the 22nd and bought Pino on August the 28th. So what the Ras Clark was a replacement before they sold Eze.
Yeah, see, this is...
But I was told we can't get Gehi because they don't have a replacement. The amount of gaslighting them man did to me in that show. Double team, you know. I felt like I was flipping, I don't know, Hulk Hogan versus earthquake and flipping. I was just getting double teamed, bro.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
You know them ones there. And now all of a sudden, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I was right. I was right.
All right.
We could have sorted it out. We should have got this all done and dusted. And again, we're here. Why? Because we did something poor in the window. We had a great element in one regard, but we had to be typical Liverpool and have a poor element in another, because midfield and striker should have been sorted out straight away. Them two should have been sorted out, but they weren't. And then obviously we got this situation now where we got a great strike force and we got no defenders. What kind of stupidness is this?
All right, so I understand what you're saying, and I think there's truth to kind of like where both arguments are, because I do think Palace were playing way more of a hard bargain they were with us compared to Arsenal. I don't know why that is. Maybe they value Gueye a bit more, him being the captain. Because one thing that was kind of reported was that there was this notion that we only kind of came in for Gueye right at the end of the window, but there were reports that we came in early in the window. And they named their price. Liverpool sort of said at first, all right, no. Then apparently we came back and we said, all right, we know your price. Go and get your replacement. What I think Liverpool may have done wrong, though, is that we weren't bullish. So to your credit, yeah, I guess maybe you could look at it and go, if Palace have said this is the price, and Liverpool gone, all right, we know the price, but don't leave it again till last minute. So even if you do know the price, get Palace to get on the ball and make something happen. I don't think Liverpool done it. I think maybe Liverpool looked at it as maybe a deal that was always going to be done and probably prioritized other deals. Like you had obviously Isak, which is a higher caliber deal, more money involved, take a longer thing to get done. Now, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying, I'm trying to think of as to why Liverpool would just think, well, we'll just get Gueye, at any time. Oh, we'll just, whatever time we pick up the phone, Palace just have to say yes. I don't know what it is, bro, but Palace there was a bit of, even Glasner doing the whole, I don't want to sell him, but then the chairman comes out and says, oh, we can't lose players on a free. There was a bit of a rift between, I don't know, we got in the middle of like a skirmish, bro, between Glasner and Parish, if I'm being honest. That's what it looked like anyway. Because you got the chairman saying, we can't lose a player on a free, and then the manager saying, well, if he goes, I go. Because I'll be real, if that's the case then, why didn't Glasner use that same energy for Eze? But I didn't. And you're right. With Eze, they just basically just said, you can have him and we'll just get a replacement. But for Liverpool, it was, we are not selling until we get that replacement first.
But I don't think that necessarily is true. I just think we weren't paying enough money to make them feel like it was worth doing. So you just think it was
the money that we just weren't offering?
If we'd offered more money earlier in the window, they would have done it. And the proof is in the pudding with Eze. They let Eze go a week before they brought Pino, and it was because it was a high fee. Like, if we'd have just so let me ask you, bro, if we'd have paid 10 mil more, do you not think it would have been worth it? Regardless of whether he's on a year, because remember, you can't always keep looking at it like save money, whatever. Sometimes you just got to pay premium for what you want.
I guess it's no.
If we'd have paid 45 mil for him, would you have said we overpaid?
No, maybe, but I wouldn't have cared because it's like you said, it's like an extra. Because I think he was valued in the end at 40, right? If I'm not mistaken,
35 is what they accepted on the final day.
So 35 with add-ons, or was it just a plain?
No, I think 35? It was just 35 straight. I'm sure.
See, that's another thing that baffles me, bro. You know, at the beginning of the window, there were reports saying they wanted close to 50. Then they dropped the price to kind of 45, and then as the transfer window went on, that's when they said, "All right, we're going to be reasonable." And maybe, that's where Liverpool went wrong and said, you know what? When you're saying 40 at that time, we should have said, you know what? We'll just do 40 and make sure the deal gets done. Because if you're only paying 5 million over, only 5 mil, it's not that deep. It's not like we're paying 15 mil over like what you're saying. If it's like 15, 20 mil, I say no. That's because then you're causing problems for yourself going into other negotiations, knowing that if a club thinks you're desperate, they'll just be like, well, you done that with Palace, you can do that with us. So if it's 5 mil more, Drift, I've got no issue with it, to be honest. If it's 5 mil.
But the crazy thing is, though, bro, I don't even think teams will think like that, because that was the point that Tom tried to make, that if you overpay, then you'll get punked in other negotiations. Come on,
not all, not just like that. Not all, maybe some though.
Football
Maybe
doesn't
some.
work. Like the amount of times people overpay in football, depending on what the scenario is. Like, you know, like if you look back in time, even for example, do you remember at the time Ben White? Arsenal paid 50 mil for Ben White. Everybody thought that was overpriced. It doesn't mean that Arsenal got skanked on every other deal they went in for. No, they didn't. They got loads of players for a good price after that. Like, I think the only way you make yourself look like you don't know what you're doing is if you have a consistent Man United level of poor negotiation where everything you do is just terrible and people know that you're. Do you remember Woodward? Woodward was terrible. Everybody knew they could take
he
Man
was
U to the
shocking. He was
cleaners.
shocking. He was shocking.
But when it comes to everybody else, everybody pays over here and there depending on what. So if we'd have paid 10 mil more than we were supposed to for Gehi to just get the deal done, it wouldn't have meant future negotiations if other teams had been like, oh, we can punk Liverpool. Do you remember when they paid? It wouldn't. That's not how it works. You've got to be consistently poor in the transfer market to build up a reputation of, yeah, you can get more out of this team than you. Do you know what I mean? That just one player would not have meant that. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. I think when you see our spending for this summer and you think it's only one player that you may overpay for by maybe 5 mil, in the grand scheme of things, it's not deep, innit? It's just an extra 5 mil
you
that
could
maybe
say we overpaid for Ekatike. 69
yeah.
mil for a player who's only had one good season is a lot of money, bro.
No, that's true. That's true. But then you look at his performance and you go, Frankfurt will probably right to charge that to a degree. But to your point, at the same time, yeah, you could look at it. Bro, the thing is, yeah, with us, yeah, and again, I think it's because we've got it looked like we had an injury, but it looks like Kanate is not injured because he's gone to international duty. But at the same time, we kind of know that if there's ever any issue, we're down to only 2 centre backs, and that should not be happening at a top club like Liverpool.
No,
top club. So not like if you're a top club, you can't have 4 centre backs and one of them being injury prone. You just can't do that.
1.5, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah,
Because across his Liverpool career, Ibu has been quite prone
even
to
that.
injury, so
even that, and again, one thing I didn't like from the manager, and maybe this is him trying to just defend the recruitment team. He goes, oh, I know we want to go here, but I think we're right. Like we got as backups, we got we got Endo and Grav, and I was thinking, brother, Endo's already injured from what it seems. Apparently, Endo's at a. I don't know if you've heard. Bruv, you ain't seen the news. I think Kyle reported this morning, Endo injured. I think he's had to pull out international duty for an unspecified reason, but apparently it's injury. And obviously, you can't take out one of the best DMs in the Premier League out of his position and put him a centre back. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you should have done something to that so that we're never in that situation. I hate it when you have to like take away one of your best players in a position and move him elsewhere because to cover up for the mistakes that you've made. I don't like that, bro. I don't like it. And for me, I'll be real, that is a cop-out by Liverpool, not just Slot, but by the recruitment team as well. It's everything. We shouldn't be doing that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, Drift, we get 1 or 2 more injuries, we'll see Robert at centre-back. It'll be a dark day, fam. It'll be dark. It'll be dark.
I remember when I got assassinated for that.
Yeah, because we don't ever want to see it, bro.
Man, it's a possibility, I told
Bro,
you.
if I see Robert at centre-back, I'm putting the fries in the bag. I don't want to see it. I
hear it.
Especially in the back. What, in the back too?
Hold on, Robbo's injured.
Oh, I forgot he's injured as well.
Oh, bloody hell.
He got injured at the Chelsea game. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, he was
leaning over. He was leaning over. When the ball got played, and then obviously he couldn't recover in time. And then at the end of the game, he looked like he was nearly in tears, bro. Like something's wrong with Robbo. So we're picking up injuries, bro.
Boy.
And you know what it is? We're picking up injuries in the worst place possible in terms of in our team. Like it's not the attack. Yeah, it's not the attack. It's not the midfield. It's the defense. You don't want to know why it's the defense? Because we didn't sort stuff out. You know, it's Liverpool, isn't it? That will only happen to us. The one place we didn't fully strengthen properly, like the centre back issue.
We should have just paid.
Yeah, we should have, but Upamecano could be on his way, Drift.
But if we sign Upamecano, I'm gonna crash out, bro. There is
Bro, I'll be
absolutely
real.
no way.
Upamecano is worse than me at defending. But you see my defending chat if you saw me earlier on FIFA. Bro, Upamecano is worse than that, bro. It's bad.
But
It's
did you
dark.
have a bad day at the office?
No, I was playing Cass. Me and Cass. We played 5 games. I won 3, he won 2, but it was stress. My defending
Okay.
was shambolic. I'm not gonna lie. I was moving like Ibu in defense. That's how like. But that's a story for another day. But
do you know the worst
yeah.
thing about it? Yeah,
Mm.
I have no idea who else there actually is available in the world, even if we don't go for him. Like, do you get what I mean? Like I'm trying to think to myself, like,
Who else is there that's
unless you go
available?
and buy another gem, like
Yeah,
Leone was,
yeah.
where like we've just found this little like young. But then again, you're putting a lot of pressure on a player, like, you know what I mean? Because obviously, when you're 18, you're not really like experienced or whatnot. I'm just looking at the world of football right now, and I'm like, where are actually the good defenders? Like who? Like Braithwaite's good, but you know how
He's
difficult
injured as well, though, ain't he? Ain't he injured, Braithwaite?
he is. Quite injury prone. He is
Yeah.
quite injury. And
There's
like
another
Everton,
one.
come on, man, we're not really gonna get
All
an
right.
Everton defender.
So there's 2 defenders that spring to mind. You got Diamonde that I do think is good from Sporting, and there's this other one from Rennes. I've forgotten his name. He's kind of cold. He's a ball playing centre back. I forgot Jacques something. Is it? I can't remember his name, but you got him as well. So there's a couple, but again, you don't know how well they're going to transform in the Prem. I don't know, Drift, and that's a big worry for me. There's no certified centre back where you look at and go, "That's the guy." That's just him. You know it's him. Do you get what I'm saying? Is that his name? What's his name? Jacques? Is that his name, chat? I can't remember. He's the Rennes centre back. Up and coming centre back. Ball playing centre back.
Yeah,
He's pretty
I don't
decent
know,
still.
bro.
I've seen a couple of his games. He's all right. Still, he's all right. People are saying Lacroix. Lacroix's a good centre back, but Palace have literally just signed him. Are they really going to allow him to go? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. We're in a bad way. And obviously, I didn't even mention, but obviously, people already know. Even the fact that Leone on his debut, ACL, fam.
Yeah, you can't actually get more bad luck than that, you know,
Bro. The only other thing I can say that was worse than that, or even the same, I don't know if you remember, Danny Ings got injured in his first training session under Jurgen Klopp. He done his ACL. He didn't even play a game.
Yeah.
Do you know how mad that is? Training.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Gomez do his Achilles in the first week of Klopp being in the club or something like that?
He might have. Gomez was another one. Might have still.
And then Danny Ings came back and then did his other ACL, innit? Like he came
I'll
back
be real.
and did the other one.
Danny Ings had some talent, but
yeah, Ings was a baller.
We
Without
just
them
never
2
got to see it.
He would have reached
Yeah.
level, for sure.
Let me just quickly read out a couple of supers that we got as well.
Let me just go tell the way you do that, then, bro.
Yeah. Big up Galib side. I'm saying get Baleba in January and wait for Guehi in the summer. I mean, I'm not saying no to Baleba. I think Baleba's cold. I would prefer Adam Morton, but I'm not saying no to Baleba at the same time. I'll be honest, I don't know if we can wait for Guehi in the summer. I think we need to try and get that deal done in January. But I worry that Liverpool won't, because they'll think that they can get him for free, and that could cost us again, and he goes to another club. That one should be certified, but I'm not 100% sure. Big up Sam Max Legend. Glasner, the snake, played everyone. Amrin will be sacked. He will jump ship to Scum United and take Guehi. Saw Walton with him. LFC got duped. Do you know what? I can see something in that as well, you know. I can see Glasner going United. And I can see him probably trying to take Guehi and saying, listen, we play a back three, rare, I'll make you the main centre back, and yeah, we might have been. But that's on us, because we wasn't bullish enough. You get what I'm saying? Weren't aggressive. Like, big up Herbsman has just gifted 10 Kopish memberships. People, make sure you thank Herbsman, especially if you got one of them. You know what I'm saying? Big up Herbsman each and every time we just gifted 10 memberships, people. Big up Herbsman. Let me read out a couple of them. A couple of other comments as well. Man, what's this? Man United are crap. Yeah, they're crap, but obviously Glasner, in my opinion, is a better manager. Peter says apparently Gua's in talks with Bayern. I haven't seen that. I hope not. You know what I'm saying? Big up E. Taylor to say thanks, Hubs, man. Big up the Hubs, man. Reform saying thank you as well. Big up Connor. Matt, how long is Ibu out for? Just joined. Well, it seems like there's pictures of Ibu going to international duty. So I don't think Ibu is injured. As far as I'm aware, it looks like he's okay. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like to me. Big up Herbs, man, with a super. Appreciate that, my broski, again. Big up to me two generals. This is how I know LFC is back on top. You guys see how the rivals are loving that we lost 3 games in a row? Reminds me of the 80s, and I'm loving it. I hear that as well. It kind of just show you, though, because obviously losing 3 games on the bounce is crazy. But for people, I think, to kind of just rule us out, it's kind of mad, especially when we're only 1 point behind Arsenal. I get it. We were 5 points ahead of them, and now we're 1 point behind them. That is mad still. But it just goes to show you that the levels of the Premier League are not a joke. And one thing it does tell me, though, is that we can definitely still win this league. We just have to fix up. It's about us. It's not about others. And I don't want people to say that I'm being dismissive of other teams. But I genuinely feel like if Liverpool get their act together, no one will stop us. It's just whether we get our act together. If we don't get our act together, we will get beaten to the title. It is that simple. But if we fix up with tactics, players actually performing at their normal level, we will be a problem again. And everyone will fear us again. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. What's this? Big ups up, dog. It's peak if we lose against United, bruv. It will get dark if we lose to United. We can't lose that game. We can't draw that game. We just have to win that game, bro. We cannot lose to United. We just can't. It is that simple. That's not even off. I don't even want to put that in the universe. Like, that just can't happen. It's that simple. It just can't. You know what I'm saying? What's mods? Can you get on job, please? Car. I see a bot in here. Yeah, I see a bot still. Moz, get rid of the bot, please. Big up Connor says we're gonna end up with Gravel and Robert at centre back at some. Nah, don't do that, fam. Don't, please. I don't want to go back to them days there where we had no centre backs, bro. Yeah, Moz do with this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Matt, but if you can in the background quickly, just do subscriber only, which it should be on already anyway.
I think it should be on there already, you know.
Yeah, and then just slow mode it for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna do slow mode. I'm gonna do slow mode now, bro. But it's moving mad. Do that now. Where is it? So I don't know what is going on there, bro. Let me do slow mode. Just do about 15 seconds. And I'm doing subscribers only as well. And it wasn't there still. All right, that's all done. That's all patterned. What's with all these bots, bro? Flipping now. Let me get rid of some myself. Hold on. But yeah, anyways, all right. Centre back issue then drift. We'll have to wait and see what happens. One thing we got to speak about the drift, like this ain't no news story. This is just football. This is just what we can see with our own eyes. I need to ask you this question because I feel like there's always going to be different answers. What is actually wrong with Liverpool? Some people say it's the tactics. Some people say the players. Some people say it's both. Are you kind of like in the middle, or is there more one side you're heavily favored on, bro? Or leaning towards?
It's a combination of a lot of things, man. I do. Again, another thing that happened during the window was I said to everyone, I know we're enjoying buying these players that are obviously like of a high caliber, but isn't this too many changes to a championship winning team? Nah, come on, bro. You're being like unnecessarily negative. Enjoy it. I said, okay, I'm enjoying buying all these great players. Of course I am. But it was a massive overhaul of a team that won. If you're like 10th in the league, bro, and you do a massive overhaul, I get it. Because it clearly wasn't good enough. And you're taking the risk to try and climb up. But when you're champions, bro, you don't really need to change as much as we did. And again, I'm not speaking in hindsight. I was concerned about this during the summer, but everyone was like, you're being a party pooper. So I was just like, you know what, fair enough. Everyone's happy. Let me not talk about anything negative. But I always felt like it was too many changes, bro. We obviously lost Trent. Couldn't help that, but we lost him. We lost Diaz, who was one of the integral keys to us winning the league last year. God rest his soul, we lost Jota, who is always integral to Liverpool's attack. Losing Jota's also put a mental and emotional strain on the players. Do you get what I mean? Like, I was even thinking about it today, and it's like, wherever he sat in the changing room, every time they come in the changing room, that empty spot is just going to feel so weird. And it's like a constant reminder all the time. Do you get what I mean? About what happened. And then on top of that, you've got loads of players who are trying to now figure out life at Liverpool and this new way that Slot wants to play.
Yeah. Remember, he wants to stamp his authority now. This is his team in his image, innit?
Yeah.
So we're going through that transition, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
So we 3 players who left, for whatever the reason may be, were from the first 11. And when we're playing all the players that we brought in, that's 5 new players. So that's half the outfield players are new.
Yeah. It's a lot of change. It's a lot of change.
But you know what, though, Drift?
It's a lot of change. You're right. But you know, like, all right, so because there's a lot of change, tactics would have to be altered because you don't have the same personnel. One thing that's kind of glaring, and I feel like even though we made a change that we just should adapt, but we haven't, is our press. So when Diaz was in the team, Diaz was like a relentless presser of the ball. Diaz was very good at pressing. We used to still hide most. Soboslai, we used to do a 4-2-4 press, yeah? It'll be Gakpo, Diaz, Soboslai, and Salah, yeah? Salah was mainly the only one that I guess you would say, yeah, you know, Salah ain't really pressing. He'll just do a little bit. He'll just when he wants to, yeah? So 3 out of the 4. Right now, there's 2 out of the 4 that's not pressing. Salah and Isak. Yeah. That is a big issue. How can you
Cody's not great at it. So
he's not the greatest either.
Cody's not great at it.
Yeah. How can you do an aggressive press with 2 players that don't basically press? Isak and Salah basically don't press. So why are you employing a high aggressive press, knowing that, you know, when Chelsea got the ball, you know how good we made their goalkeeper? Fam, this goalkeeper's got cement feet. You know what he did? He got the ball on the ground and he just done a little dink over Mo to Cucurella. And Cucurella was just on his way. And I'm like, and Soboslai looking around like, what's going on? Like, this is a joke thing. This was not like last year. But why can't the manager but you see, if we can see that as fans, like, obviously, no one's going to really sit here and say they're better than Slot out coaching. I get it. Like, but just as fans, when we watch the game, we can see these things drift. Why has the manager not altered the press and gone, I can't do that aggressive press, you know? Because if we do that, we're getting cooked. Why would you not alter that, fam? Why not change it? Explain to me. You explain to me why you don't think he changed it.
The reason why I don't think he's changed it will be me now. I called Cal out before for his gaslighting. Yeah. Big up yourself, brother. Now I give him some credit because I'm fair. He said Slot was being a bit cowardly.
Big up Cal.
Now, I don't think Slot was being cowardly in the way he does, but maybe he's being cowardly in a different way. So Cal thinks he's being cowardly because it's like, it's very easy to sub Bradley. He's one of the younger players in the team. He's an academy player. He won't moan. He's happy to be here. So it's easy to bench him. Yeah. Even though Cal's not wrong, I don't necessarily think that's why he's doing it. I think it's because Bradley had been playing well. But again, we'll never know. Where I do think he's being cowardly, though, is not by bringing off Mo. That's the part where I think he's being cowardly, because it's irrelevant whether you're the king, whether you've been our best player for years, or whatever the case may be. If it isn't working, then you have to change it. And if you're going to keep Mo in the team, then you have to find a way for Mo to be able to be in the team with other people doing the work that he's not doing. Now, here's the problem, bro. When you've got Jota, when you've got Diaz, when you've got Nunes, when you've got Szoboszlai playing in the 10, when you've got those type of players around Mo, those type of players will drop their ego and they'll do what they're told, with all due respect, because they're soldiers. Now, again, if you buy Florian and you buy Isak, not only does it make no sense to ask them to do what the others do because they're so much more talented, but those players will also look at it and go, with all due respect, Gaffer, I'm £100 million plus player, and you think I'm going to do all the fucking running for Mo? We smoking, bro. What? I came here to do what I do.
But if they're doing that, that means the manager's being he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
And this is where and again, remember, I'm not saying this is fact. I'm just using an educated guess based on my knowledge of football for years. You don't buy the super talented players and then ask them to do running and do all the work for, do you know what I mean? It don't work. It just never works. If anybody can show me an example where a world-class top-level talent has been bought and everybody has had to and that player's had to adapt to everyone else.
All right. Not bought.
Let me know.
All right, not bought, but he became world class with us, and he's one of the best pressers though. Sadio Mane.
No. But Mane wasn't being told to do pressing for someone else. He was just being told to do his job. Do you get what I'm saying? Remember, we're gonna have to start asking people the same way Jota and the same way Szoboszlai were doing most pressing for him. We're gonna have to go and ask Wirtz or Isak to do most pressing for him, because if they're the players who've replaced
but Isak don't press either. I'll be real.
Exactly, bro. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Ekatike kind of does, but not really.
Really.
He's not really. All right. So imagine this now. One thing I will say is, and to big up the players that did leave the club, yeah, they're part of Liverpool's history. Whether people like them or not, they helped us win the Premier League. Yeah. So Diaz and Nunes definitely had their fair share of criticisms and. One thing I will say about them though is that they were willing runners. I will say that.
Oh, they were pressing monsters,
Yeah, they're pressing monsters, and they're mad athletic. Now, Ekatike is athletic, but he's not athletic like he'll just sprint around all day like a madman. Now, I'm not saying you need to do that because you could be smart, right? Look at Firmino. Firmino was a smart presser. In fact, I'd say Firmino is one of the best pressers of the ball because his IQ is off the chart. What I'm saying is,
the best I've ever seen.
Yeah. What I'm saying is though, if you're not going to be that fast, aggressive presser, be a smart, calculated one. And I feel like we're not getting neither from Isak and Salah. Isak, I get it. He's not fully fit. So maybe Isak can get better. Salah, brother, I'll be real. Salah ain't doing no, in this, even last year, Salah admitted, he goes, the manager told me to kind of just stay up high at the pitch. Remember when he kind of said, the manager basically don't ask him to defend.
Yeah,
look what he was doing.
Our tactic was to give him freedom, and then
everyone else does all the mad thing. Salah, you just stay there and we'll just give you the ball, basically.
And he had the best season he's ever had. But you know why that was possible? That was possible because Szoboszlai and Jota and Nunes were doing all his running for him. Yeah, now nobody's doing most running for him.
What it was, the system was catered for Salah.
Yeah,
you understand? Right now, it is not catered for Salah. It is not catered for Isak. But what I don't understand, and you could be right here, but if that's the case, that's even more of an issue because the manager's the manager. You've got to show your authority here. You've got to call out Isak and Salah. You have to do it publicly, but you've got to be like, guys, we are not. If for me to employ these tactics, this ain't gonna work. But he keeps doing the same high press. That's non-existent.
No, bro, we're playing a high line, not a high press. Tell me the last time we pressed, bro.
No. Bro, I promise you, we're trying to press. We just can't do it.
Oh, well, wait, that's even more embarrassing then, bro.
Bro, when the opposition have got the ball at the back, we do this stupid half-hearted press, where it looks like we are trying. Did you not see Szoboszlai against Chelsea, bro?
No, but he's a workhorse. He doesn't count.
No, Szoboszlai was pressing and Gakpo was trying to read what he was doing. But I thought bad for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai trying to do the work of the whole front line. You got Gakpo trying to work out what he should do. Salah just like, fam, that's you, fam. I don't know why. Don't look at me. And then you've got freaking was it Isak started the game, innit?
Yeah.
And then you got Isak. Brother, man was jogging.
Do you know what? I know
he won the
didn't
ball
have a
once, to be fair.
preseason.
He won the ball once. Isak. I remember he won the ball.
I know Isak didn't have a preseason, right? But if I had never watched him play football before, I would not think he's athletic. He looks like he's running in treacle.
Yeah, it doesn't. I know exactly what you mean when you say that. You know,
he looks heavy.
Yeah, it looks like. He looks like
considering he's mager, it don't make sense, bro. Because he looks like he put on like 5 or 6 stone during the summertime, but he actually, in reality, might have lost weight.
Fam. That brother mager, bro. Bigger Isak.
Yeah, he is proper mager. But he looks like he's running in treacle. He don't look right to me. He looks like a player recovering from an injury.
Do you know what it is?
He didn't have preseason.
And I said this before, and I can't remember whether people agreed. I can't remember if people agreed with me. Isak reminds me of Sturridge. They do this half-hearted pressing thing, but when they get the ball, they do the pretending, bro. You see when Isak gets the ball, do you know? Are you seeing the fast twitch muscles activate? It's like there's a button that he presses, bro.
But still not like we know he can be, though.
No, bro. I know what you're saying. Against Chelsea, when he got the ball, I just saw the fast twitch quickly. Even the ball carrying, the turn, bro. I'm telling you, it's because he can't be bothered. That is an issue.
I don't know.
Or he knows he hasn't got the facilities.
Maybe I missed it.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I missed it. And if I did miss it, then fair enough. But every game that he's played for Liverpool so far, in my opinion, apart from the first, say, 20 minutes, half an hour of the Atletico game, which ironically was his debut. So it's probably just adrenaline anyway, how you got through that.
Like a madman.
I don't think Isak has looked good at all. I don't. Apart from that first half an hour in the Atletico game, I'm just being totally honest. He hasn't looked good at all. He's looked like a youth academy player, not £100 million player.
I know what you mean. It will happen, dog. And I think the reason why Isak is maybe not getting as much sort of like criticism as others is because Ekitike is playing well. You know, if Ekitike wasn't doing nothing, the spotlight on Isak will be even greater. But because Ekitike is doing well, it's taking the pressure off. But not only that, Jeff, I will say this year, we're not creating many chances for our forwards or clear-cut chances.
Yeah.
But before I even, in fact, I shouldn't have even went there. Let me go back to the pressing thing. We need to speak about a certain Argentinian midfielder, bro.
Yeah.
We need to have an honest conversation.
I think we've all been honest. He has been abysmal.
Is that the same player?
I don't know, bro.
No, I'm being real.
No, I'm being totally dead serious. Maybe the Space Jam thing is a real thing because we have a lot of players whose powers have been taken away, and I don't know where it's gone. So,
because here's the thing: where I'm not having tactics. McAllister looks leggy, fatigued, out of shape, half injured. That has nothing to do with tactics.
Keep going, bro. Lazy, lethargic.
Yeah, the reason why I say that, I look at Gravenberch and I don't see the same thing. Gravenberch, yes, Gravenberch has been cold for the majority of the season. I don't see, but McAllister's been nowhere near Gravenberch's level. Not even close. In fact, I'll say this, Drift. Let's just rip off the band-aid. He's been arguably our worst player.
No, he has. He has been the worst player.
Name me a 45 Mac had that was decent. Well, Atletico.
No. Mac has definitely been our worst player.
McAllister just looks like he's not even a Liverpool player, bro. He looks like he won a competition.
Yeah,
remember Wayne Rooney, street striker? Remember that? Yeah. Look like that. He won there. But I don't understand. This can't be the same McAllister that I was saying is a bad boy, world class. He can literally walk into most teams in Europe. Remember, we were saying we weren't stopping for no midfielder, you know, because he's too cold.
Because talent-wise, he is that good. I just don't know what's going on with him right now, bro.
But Drift, do you see what I'm saying? That's not because if it's tactics, that means Soboslai shouldn't be playing well. That means Grav shouldn't be playing well, and that means Curtis Jones shouldn't be playing well. And they're all playing well.
It's not tactics why McAllister's not playing well. It's not. Although I tell you what, though, here's where it could be the tactics. When Chelsea scored their goal and they did the breakdown afterwards, and we saw how high Gravenberch was in that transition when he's meant to be the deeper of all of the midfielders, I can't lie, that was terrible.
Can I say something that you're not gonna like? You know, Gravenberch's interview at Everton when he got man of the match.
Oh no,
They,
yeah, I know.
I think you know what I'm gonna say. They said to him, "Oh, Grav, like that's 2 goals now." Something like that. They're like, has anything changed for you?" He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Last year I was the 6, but the managers give me more freedom."
So what we doing? We're playing the false 6, bro.
So you're playing a false number 6. We're playing 2 double full 6s. We're playing no 6. It's a fake pivot. It's a fake pivot. That's the manager, bro.
So we're playing a false 6. We're playing a false left back.
Yeah.
We're playing a false right back.
Yeah.
We're playing a false right winger.
We're playing a false left winger as well.
So what the hell are we doing, bro?
Everything just false, blood.
Everything's just false.
I need someone in the chat to make me understand why Gravenberch even said that live on camera. You know, sometimes when it's like, Grav, you're my guy, I wish you never even said that. Because teams have probably just looked at that and gone, yeah, we don't really playing as the 6. Look how much space he's leaving. Bro, I'm telling you, like you said, yeah, when you go and see that picture again, bro, the gap between Gravenberch and McAllister, bro, it was dumb.
You could have landed an aeroplane in between that.
Yeah,
gap,
bro. And I was just like, yeah, we're cooked. That's a tactics issue. But also players maybe being naive as well, though, isn't it?
Let me ask you this, because tactically that falls on the manager, and that's a fact, yeah. So I'm not trying to alleviate the manager of any responsibility here. That definitely is something that Slot has to stop doing, figure out, and take responsibility for. But if you're McAllister and Gravenberch, as intelligent as those 2 players are, yeah, is there not a little part of them that should also be like, you know what? I know the manager said we can do this, but this ain't working. Do you get what I mean? Like, surely Gravenberch has got to look at that goal against Chelsea and think, well, if I hadn't pushed forward, that wouldn't have actually happened. And just use some in-game intelligence. So, yeah, the manager's got to take responsibility for the freedom he's given them. But as a player, I don't think Slot has said, I just go forward anytime you feel like it. I think it's still about the player using his noggin, bro. It's still about when do I go? Do you get what I mean? Like, and in that moment there, Gravenberch cannot have been thinking him pushing up was a good idea. Otherwise, he's not even as intelligent as we thought he was.
But I'm not saying... No. What you're saying is true. Obviously, it can't be just the manager said it, so you just do it to a T. I'm not saying that. Obviously, you use your intelligence. What I am saying, though, is this. What's quite clear to me is this. When you look at our build-up play, it's changed from last year. It actually has changed. So last year, we had 2 ways to do build-up. We use Trent Alexander-Arnold as a cheat code, and we use Grav. This year is just Grav. If it's not Grav, we struggle to get out of any type of press. Our build-up is even more pedestrian, and we're looking for that Virgil Dijk to Salah. We are so predictable. And it really annoys me. Kirk has been part of a back 3 in build-up drift. We might as well sign your boy who went to Arsenal, Hincapié. If we're gonna do the free, if we're gonna get a left back or the Hatto, like, why would you buy an auxiliary left back and then use him as part of build-up? Why not just drop Grav back in to split the centre backs just to start getting us up the pitch and move from there? Why has it got to be Kirkes?
Bruv, I don't know. I really don't know. And Kirkes isn't the type of player who's cool under pressure.
No, he's not.
If you're going to play that type of player, he needs to be very calculated.
Yeah.
He can't be like not a hothead, but you know what I mean? Like, he can't
I
be
know
a
what you
player
mean.
who's like...
I know exactly what you mean.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It
He can see
sense, bro.
Because that's not his game. If you go look at Bournemouth, obviously there are times when Bournemouth got caught on counters. He was pretty decent in one-on-one duels and stuff like that. But the main part of Kirkes is you want him doing the overlap because he's got a very, very good cross on him, bro. His crossing is actually decent when he's actually in form and stuff. I don't understand. I just don't understand why the manager is going away from tactics that worked. Because another thing as well, teams know Gravenberch basically is our only way out, really. They kind of know that. So they're man-marking Grav as well. We need to come up with patterns of play that oppositions now find it harder to get the ball off us. And can you please stop inverting Conor Bradley like he's Hakimi, bro?
Bruv, I've said it before and I'll say it again. We misprofiled our fullbacks and recruitment got it wrong.
Or is the manager utilizing the players wrong? Like, is it just the manager going, I like what I saw? Because the managers, remember I said this, the manager speaks a lot about PSG and how great they are, and it's the team that he goes, I think they asked him, like, what was the worst defeat of last year? People keep saying Forest. It wasn't Forest. It was, he keeps saying it's PSG. That's the one where he's really pissed off with. And he talks about how great PSG are and how fluid they are. Broski, Conor Bradley's not Hakimi, and Kirkes ain't Nuno Mendes. They're not even close. Why are you inverting them as 10s, bro? Why am I seeing Salah and Gakpo going to be touchline, and you've got the two fullbacks inverting, condensing the pitch? You explain that to me, bro.
Bro, here's the wickedest thing. I even remember I was saying I haven't really heard him talk about PSG, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
But PSG don't even really invert their fullbacks either, bro. They're kind of marauding fullbacks. Whenever I watch PSG, Mendes and Hakimi get down the line and either make late runs into the box to score, to become box crashes and get goals from it, or they get wide and they cross the ball.
They mix it up.
They don't even invert, bro. So
no, they kind of do. So when
PSG, why are we even inverting?
No, but when you're saying box crashing, they kind of are. That's when they're inverting and get. What it is, though, they mix up their game because they play very, very fluid, right? Bruv, we're not fluid at all in the slightest. We're stagnant. And you know what? How many times have we all sat there in the stream? This is for you guys in the chat specifically, yeah? You're watching Liverpool, someone's got the ball and no one's moving. Everyone's just standing still saying, play the ball to my feet, play it to feet. We're not trying to move. Football's like chess. Make some moves. We're not doing that. We're just stagnant, bro. I don't know. Let me know if you agree in the chat.
No, bro. I don't. And the wickedest thing is, big up Kathy earlier that said, you lot are saying it's the tactics. What tactics? She's right. What are the actual tactics, bro? Like, what actually are the tactics? Could you actually tell me?
No,
literally what the tactics are.
I used to think that we were trying to create kind of overloads on one side of the pitch, and at one point it looked like that, especially in the first couple of games where everyone was kind of shifting to the left-hand side. Now it's just like everyone's just doing whatever the hell they want, bro. It's like you get that Sunday team, they don't even train, they just turn up every Sunday, play football. Yep. So no one knows each other's playing style. Bro. You've been there, right? I've been there. Where there's no training, man just turn up every Sunday and expect to win games. This is where there's no training.
Yeah. I've been there, bro.
What this man does, if he spins it behind, is he going to look for my man? Bro, we're Liverpool Football Club and we don't have an identity right now. That's a bit worrying, isn't it?
And you know what's even more crazy? When they analysed the goal afterwards, we didn't pay attention because we were emotional and angry during the match, right? Yeah. When they analysed the goal afterwards, Gravenberch was the one who played him on side. And I'm not blaming Gravenberch because Mo has got a lot to answer for not tracking back and not being...
I remember because Gravenberch is literally looking at him, innit? He's staring...
But I'm not going to lie. That was Ibu or Gomez. They remember to push up because they're part of drills. Remember, Gravenberch doesn't do defending drilling. So regardless of whether he's good at it to an extent, if he's playing there, he's going to forget simple things
because he's not a natural defender. Thank you.
So if we play Gravenberch as centre-back, that's going to happen a lot because he's going to keep switching off.
And whose right mind was it to play Gravenberch centre-back?
That's on Slot. There's no.
And you want to know why he done that? Because he thinks he's being slick. He thinks he's going, well, if we got Gravenberch centre-back, we've got two ball-playing players at centre-back. Now we've got a better way to get it. Right. I understand that drift. From that part, I get it. But now what you've done is...
You've got to have Gary Neville and Ashley Cole as your fullbacks if you're going to do that. Real top quality defenders who, you know what I'm saying?
You need another grab in midfield. Remember, this is after we brought on Endo. So now you've got Grab and VVD breaking lines with their passing, giving it to Endo. What's Endo supposed to do, fam? What Endo's supposed to do the grab turn?
You tell me, bro.
Chat, I'm gonna be real, man. It's mad. You know when you start saying to yourself, the tactics aren't working, and big up Kathy makes such a valid point. The tactics aren't working, but what are the tactics that we are trying to make work? I don't even know what we're trying to do.
Oh no. And yeah, big up. I can't remember who it was who just said it, so I'm not going to scroll up.
Yeah.
It made us better on the ball, but it makes us worse off the ball. That is literally the most perfect way to break it down. What we're doing now is making us better on the ball, but it's making us worse off the ball, and that's why we keep conceding goals. Because if you're poor off the ball in the Premier League, you get punished.
Yeah.
You get punished. It's simple as that.
Facts.
And you know what else is crazy? If I'm not mistaken, didn't we also concede the goal against Crystal Palace because Gravenberch was playing centre-back? And again, I'm not blaming Gravenberch, but was it not Gravenberch playing centre-back when we conceded that late goal against Crystal Palace? Someone in the chat let me know if I'm wrong.
Did he take
I'm
off
just
Ibu?
using memory.
I think did he take off Ibu?
I'm sure Ibu came
Can't
off
remember. This is why I need
Gravenberch
Carl's
was just
memory.
centre
My
back
memory
against.
cooked. My memory's cooked.
I'm
can't
sure
remember.
Ibu came off in that Crystal Palace game and Gravenberch went centre back. I'm sure.
Someone said it was. It was Jones. He took off Kanate that game. They're not making it clear. So Grav was at centre back, I think. Yeah, a few people are saying yes.
And we've let in another goal late in the game because we're disorientated. And again, I'm not blaming Gravenberch.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not.
But it's because we're all disjointed, bro. And if we're being honest as well, it doesn't really matter that Gravenberch is 6'2", 6'3". He's not a good headerer. Do you get what I mean? Like so when he goes to
bro,
back,
you're telling me
it doesn't.
But look at the error. Look at the error he made at the back post. Remember?
Yeah, so it doesn't even matter.
He copied what Endo done. Do you remember?
I'm not gonna lie, Endo. Even though that mistake that Endo made kind of makes it sound stupid, me saying this, Endo's better in the air than Gravenberch.
He's got better timing,
and I just think he's got better like aim and like he just got better know-how of how to head.
Yeah, I think but Endo is a more combative. Like in the air, I'll say Endo. In fact, even on the ground, Endo's just more of a combative player, if that makes sense. Not saying Grav ain't combative. You can still be combative. Sorry, I'm saying combative. Combative, sorry. I got to get it right. You can still be just as combative as someone else, but someone can be a little bit more so. And I think that's Endo. Because Endo can naturally play centre-back. We just worry about him because he doesn't have a ton of pace where if we do play that high line and we're caught on a break, we all fear and we're like, oh, flip, we're caught on the counter.
But that's the reason why we shouldn't be playing a high line while we're trying to figure things out as well. Because we're not pressing from the front and we're playing a high line. So really, all you're doing is telling every team, bypass the midfield. Go on, son.
Yeah.
Go on, son.
One ball and you're in over one ball over the top.
Do.
One ball over the top and you're in. And again, I think this again comes down to the manager. You know, sometimes when it's like you're trying to be a bit arrogant, it's okay to concede a bit of pitch. Case in point, look at Man City versus Arsenal. We know Pep, when it comes to possession, Pep is obsessed, a bit like Arteta. But you know what Pep said? I have to put my ego aside here. The way how the game is, I need to concede a pitch. We might have to do a low block. Like, bro, what is wrong with the manager saying, you know what, guys, things aren't right now. We can't do a front-footed approach. I'm not saying we just go low block for the whole game, but there might be periods of a game where we might have to just take 10 yards back and we'll be okay until we can regain control and then we step up again. Why can't we be adaptive? And why is it only one way?
Ironically, Arsenal only got their goal against City because the only time in the whole game they stepped up. Yeah. And they got caught with the ball over the top.
Yeah. Like, bro, I don't know, man. I
have no idea.
Let me read out a couple of these supers as well. Big up the people that I'm in the chat each and every time.
Cool.
I've read that one already. Big up Star Daisy. Matt, time to run it back. Bring Kabak. Terminator. I don't even know what Kabak's doing right now, fam. I don't even know if he's still kicking ball, but big up Kabak, though. If he's watching, he probably isn't, but big him up, though. Big up Makuma. We miss Nunes. Bro, I'll be honest with you. Nunes ain't the answer. That's no disrespect to him. Our answer is more... It's not even... Our answer is a systematic issue, but also players not playing well at the same time. So even if you used to swap out Nunes, for example, to give an example, swap out Nunes with Isak. Let's say Nunes fixes the press. He doesn't solve the goal scoring issue that I feel like Isak does. So like, do you get what I'm saying? Like it's more than just one player, even Diaz. Because I don't think you just put Diaz in his team and we just start winning games. Because as we've spoken about, like, there's problems involved the way we're pressing, the way we're defending, the individual errors. You get what I'm saying? But I understand what you're trying to say, though. Bigger Ali, we basically PSG and Madrid egos that don't press. It does definitely feel that way. Big up Venom 23. He's just become a member. Big up your damn self. Big up Ali once again. Van Bronckhorst height. Bring back Heitinger now. Listen, I don't know much about Van Bronckhorst's coaching, but I remember when I said at the beginning of the season, I was like, do you think Heitinga is going to be a big miss? And a lot of people are like, no. And I still can't really put and say that it's Heitinger, but it is kind of mad though, like how Heitinger gone, Van Bronckhorst enters the building and was just like everything. Now, I'm not trying to say he's my man. He writes books. I just say we got to keep an eye on it. We got to keep an eye on it. That's what I'm going to say.
No, here's the thing. You were right in the Heitinger stuff. I was with you on that. Heitinger's a massive blow. I was really annoyed Ajax came and took him because like you can tell he was a key part of what we're doing. But Van Bronckhorst is a very good coach. Like he is. Like he's not a leader or anything like that. But Bronckhorst is a very good coach. He's not a loser. With all due respect to a guy who was part of our most successful time in the Premier League era, he ain't no Linders. Bronckhorst is actually a successful league-winning manager. So, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's not part of this, because maybe he is. But at the same time, there's evidence that Van Bronckhorst knows what he's doing when he's actually in charge. Do you get what I mean? Whereas Heitinga look, he's not doing well at Ajax.
But here's the thing. Some people aren't good at managing, but they're good being number twos or coach. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's what I kind of feel like Heitinger. Maybe not that guy to kind of like do that, but I think as a number two,
that's true. Because straight away I think about Brian Kidd, Carlos Queiroz.
Yeah.
Them man there had failed manager careers, but they were great number twos for Ferguson.
Fact.
So you're right. You can just be a better number two. But all I'm saying is Van Bronckhorst is actually a winner. Do you know what I mean? I think he's won 2 league titles as a manager. He's won a cup, and he was a very experienced and top quality player as well. So I'm not going to say Van Bronckhorst comes in and all of a sudden
he's not
rubbish and it just makes us crap. Do you get what I mean?
It was just more about Heitinger. It would have been nice of Heitinger as well.
That doesn't make sense, you know what I mean?
Big up Nino. He says we just need one of our new players to hit it, just to hit it. Just like Robert did. Remember that? Since that moment, we have kicked on 3 away games in a week. What? We just need one of our players to hit the ground running.
As in that, we need one of our new players to start playing well. Well, it's just true. Whether it be Isak, Wirtz, somebody's got to
Ekitike kind of is, but I say Ekitike's kind of gone off the boil a little bit though, if that makes sense. Not rubbish, but he's just gone off the boil a bit. So
I think Ekitike has been good the whole time. Yeah, I agree. But let's be honest, Ekitike wasn't the one who was coming in to carry a burden in any way. If we're being honest, Frimpong and Kerkez as the new fullbacks and Wirtz and Isak had a lot more expectancy on them to perform.
No, of course.
Opinion, than what Ekitike
yeah. Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Isak and Wirtz bro, they're supposed to do the mad thing. Do you get what I'm saying? They were supposed to be the ones where we look at and go, right, Isak's already got 4 goals already. What, Wirtz has already got 6 assists or 4 assists? That's crazy. But we ain't seen none of that so far, bro. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Big up Nina though, each and every time. Big up Benjamin. Slot needs to keep it simple. Play to our strengths. I agree, bro.
We're not playing to our strengths.
We're not. We're overcomplicating things for no reason. And that's what I think was kind of annoying the fan base, because you can see that we have sick players. How can you have our sick players and lose 3 games in a bounce? Do you know how sick these players are?
I'll be honest with you, yeah? I've been trying to think of all the ways we can solve this problem. And do you want to know the hardest decision I came to out of everything?
Yeah, go on.
Gravenberch and McAllister both need to be replaced.
Hold on, what?
The only way that Wirtz and Isak work in the same team is if your DMs only care about defending. It's the only way it works, bro. It's a harsh reality. It's the only way it works. You can't have ball-playing pivot players with Florian Wirtz and Isak in the team who don't press and don't think about defending. And again, I'm not saying Grav and Mac aren't good enough for Liverpool,
Yeah.
I'm saying, because that's obviously not what I'm saying. Stylistically, if
Yeah.
you're going to play the formation that we're trying to play with the players in our attack who aren't good at pressing and don't do well, you need like a beast of a defender, strength-wise, and then an absolute monster of a player, defensively minded, in there. So you need like Caicedo and Baleba, or like do you get what I mean? Like stylistically,
No.
you
All
need
right. So
really strong defensive-minded
I
players.
don't think we need two. I'll give an example. If you're telling me Liverpool can't cope with, to give an example, I don't use Caicedo because he scored and he's a prick, but he's still cold. But Labour and Gravenberch in the pivot with Wirtz in the 10. You tell me that's not enough?
No, I'm saying that's a very good midfield, but I still think Gravenberch doesn't think defensive enough to compensate for Wirtz, Gakpo, Salah, and Isak being terrible at defending from the front. Like you actually need like Caicedo level switched on all the time to defending. Do you get what I'm saying?
But then you're giving away, because what you don't basically
we're already giving away
space. No, because what you don't want to do, and I know you don't mean this because I'm now going to the extreme. I'm just giving an example though. In like terms of, you don't want two Ugates in there because when you get the ball, it's hot potato.
No. You don't want someone like Ugarte.
You get what I'm saying?
Because Ugarte can't part. No, but Caicedo can ball, bro.
No. But that's what I'm saying, bro. If you got Caicedo and Grav and Wirtz, we're blessed, bro. I think you're underestimating Gravenberch defensively. Gravenberch only looks this bad defensively is because of one, the system, and his crime partner is moving like ass.
No, I get that, but I still don't believe that Gravenberch is thinking about defending first. That's not his first thought on the pitch.
No,
bro.
Maybe not, but I think he's more than good enough, though.
Like, do you know what we need right now?
Yeah,
right now in that pivot, we actually need Flacco, Hendo. That's what we need in that pivot right now. If you had Wirtz and Isak up front with Hendo and Flacco in their prime, forget how crap they were.
No, I know you mean.
Prime Hendo and prime Flacco, who are always switched on, can
but
pass
prime.
the ball.
All right, you're telling me. All right. Stay there.
Ground. Bro,
you're telling me prime. You're telling me prime Flacco and Gravenberch wouldn't be cold. Like, so I'm not disrespecting Henderson. But I think that's more than enough. Prime Flacco and Grav. Oh, bruv.
Maybe.
Because you've got a destroyer, but he's also sick at passing. And you've got someone who's just good at passing, not amazing, just good at passing, but he's also good defensively. But he can also break out of a press. I think that's like the perfect combination, Drip. I don't think we need to go too far the other way, even though I understand why you're saying that, because you're basically saying it's basically we have to understand that if we're going to play Isak and Salah like that, how they're playing, then we got to solidify midfield
from the front.
However, I'm going to say this to you. Try to think long term. Salah is the GOAT, but he's going to be leaving either at the end of this year or the year after. That's why I don't even think we need to think like that. So it's kind of, that would be like a short-term thing, in my opinion. Whereas, so I'm saying you just need to get a Baleba or a Walter next to Grav, and I think Wirtz can cook in the 10. Because unless McAllister fixes up, for me, personally, McAllister shouldn't get back into that team unless he can fix up. Because McAllister is the weak link right now. We have to call it what it is, bro. I'm not singling him out, but I kind of am, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to do a witch hunting because I love McAllister, but bruv.
Look, I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong because I agree with your sentiment of Grav should be on the pitch. Grav's a baller. I get it. Like, you've got to find a way for Grav to play because Grav is a special talent.
Yeah.
But the way we're playing, I'm talking about, bro. So this isn't me judging the players for what they're good at. This is me looking at the way he wants to play now and trying to figure out what you need personnel-wise to play the way we're playing. And I think to play the way we're playing, your personnel needs to be, we've actually got to take away the fact that we love what he does and how good he is and think, Grav don't work in this system. It's not his fault. He don't work in this system. Right now, I actually think the only way this system works is if you've got like Gattuso or Mascherano in the pivot. Or like, I think you need strong, robust, defensive-minded first, very athletic and get across the pitch type defenders who can fill the gap, get in the holes, get back. Do you know what I'm saying? And like they're not doing things like what Grav did in that game against Chelsea, where he just upped the field. Because even if you gave the freedom to a Mascherano or a Gattuso to be able to do more than just defend, they're still going to be more switched on defensively, bro. Like if you said to Roy Keane, you've got freedom, you know Roy Keane is still going to be like, oh, well, I'm still going to make sure I defend first. He's not just going to go up the field willy-nilly going, well, the manager said it's okay. Do you get what I mean? Roy Keane doesn't make that mistake Gravenberch made. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be shady to Grav because it's not Grav's fault. This isn't Grav's thinking. This isn't what Grav's good at. If you've got Roy Keane in there, if you've got Caicedo in there, if you've got Mascherano in there, they can have freedom, but they're still going to be switched on. They're still going to see Caicedo in all that space and be like, ain't no way I'm letting that happen. Grav's in la land because he's just happy he's up the field. Oh shit! So I get to get on the ball.
But I get it. But that's more, and I get it. And I don't want people to take this out of context. The managers tweaked the system for him to be more aggressive up the pitch, which I do think is wrong. However, I also agree with you. Grav has to use his common sense and know when to be aggressive. When Grav was the 6th last year, we won the league because our 2 midfielders understood what they were supposed to do in that pivot. They were kind of like the right combination. It wasn't perfect, but it was more than good enough. This season, whenever we've had good 45 minutes, whether it was Everton, whether it was Atletico Madrid, Gravenberch was mainly the best midfielder, and McAllister was almost like a passenger at times. I feel like if you replace McAllister right now with one of them players that you said, I think we're absolutely fine. I don't think you need to replace Grav because what you got to remember, Drift, even though you're worried about the press, you've also got to think about build-up play. And that's why I'm saying someone like Baleba or Wharton who can get out of a press as well, whether they're passing and Baleba can drive with the ball, I think will help. So give a bit of both from the press and also the build-up. Because one thing you don't want to do is go too far the other way where you got them 2 destroyers and whatever. And we're all good for pressing and covering spaces. But now when we've got the ball, we can't really utilize it that much because they're not really them kind of ball type midfielders, especially for how we want to play football. So that's why I would say,
well here's the thing,
we only need one of them. So I'm with you, but I don't think we need 2. I just think we need one.
Here's the thing,
and I know what you don't want to say because it's going to sound like a witch hunt. And because what you're trying to do, not you're trying to do, I just think we've got to be honest. It's McAllister, fam.
No, McAllister's a problem. But I personally
think he is the problem in this setup.
But I think the way we're playing doesn't suit Gravenberch either. It doesn't suit either of them. It doesn't suit either of them, bro.
Drift, do me a favor. Can you remember McAllister's top speed? Did you see there was a chart for top speed?
It's not high. I don't.
He's slower than Endo. I'm not joking.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. Endo's a bit nippy, so that doesn't surprise me.
So we're playing a high press, like how we did last year, but obviously the players aren't really pressing, so there's more running to do. We already saw McAllister's not a runner like that. Broski, you need to have at least some type of athleticism. McAllister does not have any athleticism.
Here's the thing, though. Can you really blame our midfield at the moment when they're getting no protection from the front players?
I agree. Because it's
because the front players aren't doing any intelligent pressing.
They're traps or anything.
Do you get what I mean? So, like, can you even really get that mad at our midfield? And this is why I'm saying personnel-wise, if you're going to play this way, because unfortunately, bro, and like maybe this is hindsight thinking or whatever. If you want to have a pure 10 like Florian, you've got to have other players who do the dirty work. And all his job is to do is get on the ball and be silky. So you know what that means? That means that Gakpo and Salah have to be fullbacks that get back in. They also have to be wingers, that get back in. They also have to be wingers who, when they get on the ball, can carry the ball and can be creative. Because what you're doing is you're taking away all of the defensive structure of having anything to do with going forward. And you're saying the front 4, you man are so good, all attacking is on you 4. And let's be honest, 4 players is enough to attack well as a team. It is. PSG might have their fullbacks being brilliant, but for the most part, it's the front 3 that are the ones who unlock defenses, right?
Do you know what? You're right. However, you see when it gets to them low blocks, that's when you need...
But that's when Wirtz in the 10 is meant to be able to be guy.
I understand that, but one thing I've noticed, since we've become elite under Jurgen Klopp, everyone treats us as a cup final, and unless you're
I hear that.
PSG, Barcelona, everyone else is playing low block against us. Everyone. Maybe not Arsenal, a bit weird. They do a bit of both, bit of hybrid, but everyone plays low block. Everyone, bro. We see it, and all they do is counter. And this is where you have to play brave football. And when you play brave football, that means you're having to utilize your midfielders in more advantageous positions and hope that they can create combinations and create overloads. That's something that we have to learn to live with now. You see, back in the day when Klopp first arrived and we were just a counter-attacking team, they would kind of let us have the ball. They didn't really worry about low block too much, I guess. But now it's kind of changed because now they know we try and dice the opponent now. We try and dice them up, innit? If we can, but we're just not very good at it. I just feel I don't know, man. I understand again the premise of the two midfielders. I just think we need one. And not only that, Drift, someone needs to give the ball to Florian as well in that kind of phase where we centre backs have got it, give it to one of the midfielders. We can't really find Florian, so Florian's having to also go back to pick up the ball from Virgil to start our moves. That should be happening either.
Yeah, I don't know,
what I'm saying?
I don't know.
We
might have a case of too many cooks spoil the broth right now.
We might actually have that right now, but but that's where Slot has to show his authority and be like, listen, we've got to change this. This ain't working. You know what I'm saying? All right, big up Makuma. We could bench Salah, but we have now right wing. We got basically Salah. If we bench Salah, they're basically saying, I guess Chiesa in it is the only other.
Bro, I'm gonna be so honest with you. The four Mo's in, you
know.
could play me right wing and it would be better.
I know
Mo is just making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. He's never been this bad in his whole Liverpool.
He's causing us issues on that flank.
Yeah,
because
he's not pressing,
losing the ball a lot as well.
Yeah,
loads.
He's not pressing. He's giving the ball away. He's not being creative. He's not scoring goals. Right now, we have to actually admit, for the first time in the whole 9 years he's been a Liverpool player, Salah's becoming a problem. He's actually becoming a problem. And the irony of it is, we always we can't let him go, we can't let him go. And now he's stayed and he's the problem. Funny how life works out, isn't it?
Yeah, Kathy, she said she could do the Mo role still. Big up Kathy. He's holding his back, says John. Uma says, and he's smiling after he balloons it. I wouldn't read too much into that. A lot of players do that. They're kind of they did a whole... That was terrible.
They're just laughing off them.
Yeah, they're laughing at themselves, kind of. They're just that's freaking terrible. You know them ones. Big up Makuma. He says oh no, I read that one. Sorry, my bad. Big up Matt Bickerset. Slot needs to transition from Salah with a 4-4-2, in my opinion. What do you think?
We can't play 4-4-2 in this day and age. I think you get caught out of midfield too much when you play 4-4-2.
Yeah, I would worry about 4-4-2 as well. But I understand why you'd also say it. Big up Ali. What happens if we lose United, guys?
Then you won't see me for a while.
I don't know.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. Bigger Ali, I don't even want to entertain that Ali car.
Matt, even a draw.
I know, bro. I know. Bro, we can't. Nah. I'm not letting that into the mindset, bro. It's calm. We got this. We got Jay Ruiz. I think 4-4-2 diamond could work with our fullbacks, Frimpong and Kirk playing outside. Ryan, Gravenberch, Sobo, Curtis, and Vertsban, TK, and Isak. I mean, I did mention a diamond personally. It's something that
I was going to say that was the team that you said.
Yeah, I'd like to try. So who knows? Maybe Slot watches Kop-Ish and he might implement that. I don't know. Big up Vince. This freedom sucks. E.g., Verts, Isak, Gakpo, Kirkes, and Michael all run into the same space and leave spaces when we are counted. They have no recovery place. Yeah, I agree. All of them mentioned. Kirkes does a little bit, but nothing major.
Yeah,
But
Kirkes
yeah,
has got pace to get back. Yeah.
yeah, but his recovery pace can sometimes look. You see what I noticed with Kirkes? When he panics, he runs slower.
Yeah.
You know the ones where you get them people drift. Have you ever? You see when
What you
you're
saying?
racing,
He's like when you're trying to run away from a dog in your dream.
panicking.
Have you ever been chased
Before
in
you
your
know,
dream and you just can't get away, bro?
can't get away. Have you ever been in, you know, them nightmare where you're running and everywhere you go, the nightmare follows you because it's a nightmare. So unless you physically get out of that nightmare, you're not going nowhere. So you're running away from something. The things is right behind you, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has had that slow motion dream run.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And Kirkes is also doing that thing as well, Drift, where like, you know, sometimes when like you look up when you're running, them ones there, like
That normally means you're tired.
you know, but it's like you're searching for that extra gear, but you can't. You're searching, but it's not
You're
there.
asking the
Fam.
Lord for a bit more power.
Oh man, it's dark, chat. It's dark. It's dark. Big up Tev. Grav isn't a true DM. Need a powerful defender first,
Yeah,
midfielder.
that's what I was saying. I agree.
Do you know when you say true DM? No. What I will say is there's different variants of DMs, and the reason why I say DMs is you've got a Caicedo who's like kind of probably what you're talking about. You've got a Belabor. You've even got a Wharton. You've got a Gravenberch. You've got a Zubimendi. Like there's different styles of DMs. But I guess you could categorize that because you could then go deep line playmaker in it. But I just think it's maybe just do you see what I mean when I say that?
think
There's different variations
I think the true definition of a DM
of a
is
defensive midfielder.
basically just forget your style set. It's
Yeah.
are you more switched on defensively or are you more switched on offensively? And I think if you're more switched on defensively, then you come into the category of a DM. Do you get what I mean? Because remember, Xabi Alonso played in the pivot, but Xabi Alonso wasn't defending first, so he wasn't a DM. Whereas Mascherano, who played next to him, all he thought about was defending. That's all.
All right. So this is where it gets a bit techie. Mascherano and Xabi Alonso were both DMs. However, they have different playing styles. Mascherano was a destroyer. Alonso was a deep line playmaker.
But I don't think deep line.
Am I being too technical, chap? That's how I see it.
What you're saying is true, but I don't think a deep line playmaker is a DM. I think it's a midfielder who's playing in that role. I think because if you're a deep line playmaker, I normally think you're a CM. Like if I think of all the greats down the line, bro, like Pirlo, Xavi, Xabi Alonso, everyone I can think of, they were actually what you would consider a CM. Forget all these new words; they were just a midfielder.
But even back then, no,
they would get on the ball and pop it about because passing was their speciality.
But I would say
because they weren't switched on defensively.
No, but you see, like under Rafa Benitez, we played 4-2-3-1. It was Alonso next to Mascherano. I still saw Alonso as a DM. It's just that it's a different skill set that he has, though. He's just not the it's mad, isn't it? It's how you kind of see it. Like I think
I just think his starting position was in a DM role, but I don't think he's a DM as a player. He doesn't think defending first. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess so.
He wants to get on the ball, like you said, and then he wants.
I remember
Thiago. Let's think of them all, bruv. Thiago Alcantara, Xabi Alonso, Xavi Hernandez, Pirlo. Everyone I'm saying, their passing was outrageous. Their control of the game was beautiful, but they were just playing in the DM because it was a 4-2-3-1, and that was where they are on the pitch.
All right, I got one for you. But
them man, they didn't think defending first. None of those players I mentioned thought about.
I got a name for you first. What about? How would you describe Busquets?
I think Busquets was just a DM. He thought about defending first. Even though on the ball he was brilliant, his first thought was, "Where's the danger?" He was switched on all the time, bro. Where's the danger? Where's the danger? Where's the danger?
Busquets for me was more in the mold of a Pirlo than he was a Mascherano.
Physically, yes, because he wasn't pacey and he wasn't because
Busquets he knitted things together. Like so even though this is the thing, see, this is how I see it. I think we're both right. I just think all the players were mentioned are DMs, but they have different specialities of what they do. So they're both DMs.
But
Like
don't
I
you
just
have
feel
to
like
be
one was
switched on
just
defensively?
different profiles kind of thing.
Don't you have
I
to be
know
switched
I'm
on
not best at
defensively? Do you get
articulating,
what I mean?
but you get the premise. Huh?
Like, man,
What?
I want my DM to be paranoid.
No, I understand that. I
Where's the
understand.
danger?
No, no. Of
Do you get what
course,
I'm
of course,
saying?
of course,
Like,
of course,
I
of
don't
course.
want him all nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
I want him paranoid, brother. Where's the danger?
No,
What's going on?
I understand. Someone even said it. Makalele, like that's what. See, Makalele was just a destroyer. He's a destroyer.
But
There's no
Makelele could play
discussion.
ball, you know. Give him the ball and he could play. He weren't rubbish.
Not like
with the
that.
ball.
Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that.
No, not like Xabi Alonso.
No,
but
no.
like,
But if we had to describe him, he's a destroyer. He's a. If we had to,
destroyer. Yeah.
do you know who was a hybrid? And he wasn't even a DM. He's just everything. Kante. I don't even know what Kante was. Blood. He was an alien.
Kante was an anomaly. World-class players like that don't come
I don't
along
know what
very
Kante
often,
is.
bro.
Blood. Kante was
Yeah,
an alien.
he was an anomaly. Because I've
He's
seen
an
a couple
alien.
of people saying, so what about Rodri then? Rodri is in a Busquets mode. But he still thinks defending first. Rodri's not thinking about attack before defense. He's thinking about defending first.
I think Rodri is a combination because I feel like Rodri, bro, it's hard to.
But
he's
he's still switched on defensively all the time.
Yeah, no, of course.
He's switched on,
but he's looking to get his team going, like because he remember he's a playmaker as well. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can still be.
He's a hybrid anomaly.
But that's why I call him deep line or playmaker because you can still be a defensive midfielder, but still knit the team together. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get that. But them man that are still thinking defending first.
Man said we need navigator. Bro, what's wrong with these guys, bro?
Like, and again, you know what the crazy thing is? With the two players we're naming who are the anomalies in the scenario, bro, both played in a Pep system that is just unique in the world. Like, do you get what I mean?
I hear that.
It's very difficult to even compare anyone to teams who play in peak Guardiola teams because peak Guardiola teams were just so good that it was hard to even figure out how much trouble they were ever in anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, how often were Rodri and Busquets in trouble during peak Pep years? Like, come on, when were they ever in trouble, really? Do you get what I'm saying?
Listen, what you're saying, again, I think we're both right. And in terms of what you said earlier on about the two DMs, destroyers and whatnot, I understand I just really need one. Get me Baleba or get me Wharton next to Grab, and I think we are cooking, bruv. Because
I don't think Wharton is switched on defensively to the way I want a DM to be switched on.
Okay,
I think he still goes in the mode
right.
of your Pirlos, where he wants to get on the ball and he wants to start making things happen.
To be fair, Wharton.
Do you get what I'm saying?
All right. So what if I said to you, because here's an interesting question. What is McAllister?
I think McAllister is actually a CM. I think he's what you call a central midfielder. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's literally
this is what I was going to say. McAllister is more... Actually, who's more of a CM for you? Gravenberch or McAllister? I don't even know the answer myself.
No, McAllister. McAllister is more of a CM than Gravenberch.
Probably more Mac, innit?
Because Gravenberch has shown he's more switched on defensively than McAllister is.
Or is it just that he can cover more ground? Not necessarily that he's more switched on. He can just
I just think he's a little bit more switched on. I would trust Gravenberch to defend more than I trust McAllister to defend.
Yeah. No, I think I would as well. Yeah, and covering ground is a big part of being a defensive midfielder. You have to be able to scan the pitch, locate danger, sniff it out, and you're just there, innit? Yeah. And if you got to run to the other end of the pitch and put out a fire, you better go and do that. Bruv, this is crazy. We spent all that money and now we're talking about getting more players. Bruv, it's peak. We got Darwin. Without a progressor in midfield who constantly feeds on number 10, if he's hovering around the final third, issues in my opinion. Slots mid-block is mere to easy to exploit. What? RHS cuz? Right-hand side, cuz. Yeah, right-hand side. Mo, yeah, right CM gets dragged out, centers open. Yeah, and that's what Jiff was saying. Because whoever's the DM on that side at that time as well might have to help Salah. By dragging that person out to help Salah, the midfield is is wide open because now you've only got one centre mid in there. So yeah, spot on, Darwin slander. We're getting Liverpool Cologne 2.0. My favorite midfield all time is Xavi, but ask him to play 4-4-2. He's getting murked. Yaya Toure allowed Iniesta and Xavi to play. Won 6-6 trophy 2009. Need Baleba. But you know what it is again? Yaya Toure is an alien. They don't make Yaya Toures no more. Yaya Toure is one and done. I know we can kind of feel like Baleba could maybe. Yaya Toure was a joke. When I say a joke, I will say this quietly. If Yaya Toure had a longer period of time in his prime, I don't even want to know where he would be in. Oh, shoot. What's happened to my camera? Have I just frozen?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Let me think. I'm going to just refresh. My screen just went black for a minute, bro. I'm going to refresh the screen. Refresh. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Let me. But yeah, no, you know what? You're never with Cologne 2.0. We definitely need a Baleba. I agree. We need a Baleba type. And big up Melon Dope as well. Big up
Computer said no, boy. I can't even activate my green screen. It just said your browser. I don't know what happened, but that's been happening to my computer a lot recently as well. Anyway, what was I saying?
You're just talking about how much of a hybrid. Yaya
Toure fake, bro.
Yaya Toure was fake. He plays centre back, DM, CM, and AM.
Yeah,
that's a freak. Like
all at a high level, you know.
All at a high level. Like so,
they don't make those in the lab.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
Did
finally you made an order from Sunrise Bakery. Big up Melon Dog.
Big up Melon Dog. You don't know already.
Yeah. What did you order, bro? Let us know.
In it.
Hard dog bread. What if you was going Sunrise? What would you get, bro? Hard dog bread and buller cake. Yeah.
100.
I haven't had buller for so long.
Don't make me talk about food because then the chat are going to crash it on me saying that I started talking about food when you just started that conversation. But they'll blame me. They'll always blame me. Anything food.
Big up Melon Dog. Big up. I'll check it out. Big up.
Yeah. Already don't get Matt hungry. This is what I'm talking. See, I ain't even said none. But yeah. I don't know. Basically, we do have a midfield issue. I don't know where we go from here. The problem is, though, Drift, I know we're talking about solutions that I guess you can only really sort of fix in January. But what do we do before January, bro?
Bro, January's a long way away. A long way away. We got a lot to do. I'm hoping that this 2 weeks that the manager has in terms of like getting his mind right and just figuring it out. I hope he does figure it out. And you know the other thing that petrifies me about that Man United game? Historically, we're not good after the international break. And Man U is the first game back after the international break. Don't get me started, bro.
I don't even.
Do you? And this isn't me trying to use a cop out either. I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think playing 3 away games in a row had a bit to do with how uncomfortable we seemed in some of these games as well?
I think so, because normally you at least have one at home. Do you know what I mean? That feel-good factor, knowing that your fans are behind you. Now it's not
3 away games in a row is a lot.
Yeah, and they weren't normal because I'm just looking at them again and I'm seeing.
And they were high profile, difficult matches as well. It wasn't like Burnley away or
it's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Palace away
Palace away, Galatasaray away, and Chelsea away.
Yeah, all of those grounds notoriously are difficult grounds to go to.
The most hostile was Bruv, did you hear the Galatasaray fans every time we touched the ball?
Yeah.
I don't even know how the players could even speak to one another. Just bare sign languages and thing, and bare this. Yeah, all of this anime stuff. Like, bro, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was mad. What's this? We got Sheikh Abdi Drifter with Yaya Kante. We could play a 4-1-5. Bro, it's
true. I would probably say add Mascherano. Mascherano. If you had Mascherano, Kante, or Yaya, you could just put him in midfield on his own and he'll do it all, bro.
Yeah, no, facts. quick. I know this is so random. You know, Mascherano played a lot of his career at centre back. Do you think he could have done that at Liverpool in the Prem, or do you think because of the height thing?
I think he's intelligent enough to do it, but I think physically it might have been a bit much because there's a lot of tall centre backs.
Can you imagine Mateta versus Mascherano?
Nah, that would be mad. That would actually.
I'll tell you what Mascherano would have done. Do you remember when Mascherano tried to take out Walcott when Walcott went in that maze run? And I think Mascherano slide tackled Hippier. Man was panicking. Those are dark times as well, but we still won the game. You get me?
I tell you what, though, we got 2 players in our team who were 6'3" and they're not good in the air. Meaning height doesn't always equal being good at heading. So
yeah, that's true. Cody should be a monster in the air, and he's just decent.
He's good, but he's not as good as he should be.
He's good at attacking, like if the ball's been played. But you see, like if it's a goal kick, it's weird. I don't see him. Do you find him winning many? It's weird, isn't it?
It's true. But you know what? I can't even be too critical because that's what I was like as a player. If I'm attacking the ball and I'm gonna get a headache or a
you did like heading the ball
or a goal, then I'll do it, bro. You see, if the ball's in the middle of the park, I'm letting it bounce every time. Do you know how many times I used to get ripped for letting the ball bounce, bro?
Be honest, was you like me? Yeah, I can't even believe what I'm saying.
I need the ground to take the sting out of that ball that just dropped from.
Was you like me? Let's keep it a buck. You know what time it is, people. You see when it was mad cold and someone ball crossing, did you do the Daniel Sturridge thing and pretend you was going for the header? Because I did. Brother, I'm not getting brain free. Bro, there was something about, listen, heading the ball, I got better as I got older. But you see, when I was younger, Drift, like year 7 and them team there, and the manager's telling me, go out for it. You lose. What are you doing? Don't let the ball bounce. And I remember, because when I told you,
I'm going to be totally honest with you. Yeah, I'm going to tell you 2 things that I shouldn't say out loud.
Yeah.
I didn't have the cranium to head the ball.
No.
And I'll be honest with you, the amount of times that I had to pop paracetamol during games because I had a headache, bruv, heading worked for me, G.
Remember, all your man used to say was, out!
Yeah.
Out!
No, I used to get screamed at for stop letting the ball bounce, bruv. If I had £1 for every time the man just said, stop letting the ball bounce, bruv, I'd be rich. Because I've got to let the ground take the sting out of that ball. Sunday league goalkeepers especially, but even at semi-pro level, bro, the goalie just used to hoof the ball high. Like
you see the rules back then, they were the old school. You put like this, chat. In every Sunday league team, you had a Tony Adams in that team. And he didn't care who you was. Bruv, if you got for that 50-50, just know it's elbows, it's everything. But man will headbutt you. Bruv, Sunday football was not a joke. That's why I just kept on telling them, like, I remember when the manager was like, cross the ball for Matt at the back post. I'm thinking, don't cross the ball for me, fam. If you do, they better make sure the ball's on the ground.
And you know, Ram knows it was their mitre balls, bro. They were
the mitre, bro, unforgiving.
When you used to pass it would go ping.
Yeah.
Why is it making that noise, bro?
Make you brock your foot and all them things.
Bro, no, I ain't heading that shit, bro. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, no, it was peak. It was peak.
But
listen,
I would take the risk for a concussion to score a goal because I'm greedy for goals because I was a striker.
No,
so
I hear that.
This is what I'm saying.
I was a winger, so I hated this. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, I'll be honest. Yeah, my heading ability. I think I've only scored maybe like 2 or 3 headers.
Do you want to know another?
In my whole footballing career, bro.
I'll give you another confession. I used to practice corners after training all the time until the manager clocked on and was like, oh, okay, well, and put me on corners. But you know the real reason why I did that? Because I didn't want to be in the box, bro. I didn't want to be in the box, bro. Because you got to head it when you're in the box, bro.
No. Man was an actor doing that corner drills just so he could get in the box.
Bro, when you put me on corners, it changed my life. It changed my life, bro.
Oh, bro. Big up Daniel Sturridge.
Remember, we played in a 4-4-2, right? So remember, up front, you're the big man, little man. So it was never my job. 4-4-2. Because I was little man. It was never my job to get on the end of the headers anyway.
Yeah.
Shout out my strike partner, Anthony. Absolute legend. He used to do all the heading for me.
Man
bro.
was Oliver Beer,
All of
king in the air, king
Yeah,
in
bro.
the
He
air,
was
innit?
brilliant in the air. He did all my headering for me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro.
Right, chat, there you go. A little bit of story from me and Drift about when it comes to like the headering of the ball and them thing there, I'm not gonna lie, we just
I weren't about that life.
Neither was I, I'll be real. Especially
My
as a winner as
my
well.
brain used to just rattle in my skull, bro. I weren't that guy, bro. I didn't like it at all,
Them
bro.
early 9 a.m. kickoffs and it's freezing cold, and I'm wearing the Dwight York gloves as well, the padded ones. You know them ones? What's it called? Finsulate gloves.
Yeah.
Bro, I wasn't messing about, bro. Hey, I wasn't messing about. Yeah, we'll do months. I will do my bro. Big up months in the chat as well. I will check, bro. But people, listen, we're gonna end the show there. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Listen, I know me and Jiff are kind of just having a little bit of a rant about our issues like that we do have, and
that's
you know
what Monday is for, bro.
Yeah. Big up Cal, unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, but hopefully Cal should be back during the week as well.
Man said the Sondico to the forehead makes you reconsider life, bro.
Sondico.
Them Sondicos,
bro.
Oh my days, bro.
Yeah.
Jarry,
I think they were made of cement anyway. Someone's lying.
Yeah, bro.
But no, listen, big up the chat though, each and every time. You guys are elite. Also, people, don't forget this video is sponsored by okajersey.com. Make sure you go over there, people, get your jerseys for £15 and use the code Kopish to get 8% off. Also, as well, chat, do not forget to like the video. Right now, there is over 700 people in the arena on YouTube. So let's get this up to 700 likes, people, immediately. And it's over 185 people on X. So if you got X, I think you can also like the video. I think you can like the thing on X as well. So big up. People, listen. Hold on, we got one more super chat. Big up Sheikh Abdi the Drifter. I was Ali saving the air floaters, you know. Miters, nope. I said the air floaters, you know.
You couldn't air float a miter. You could only ping it, bruv. That was only one mode with their miter balls. Ping. There was no floating,
bruv. Like I said, their miter ball made out of cement, bruv.
Bruv, I promise you, one time I headed the ball. So the goalie kicked it out, yeah. And I just thought, right, I can't be a coward. So let me just meet this with the flick on. I nearly knocked myself out, bruv. The ball bounced off the top of my head, bruv. I promise you, I saw stars for about 5 seconds, bro. I nearly knocked myself out. You know, the top of your head is the worst part.
Yeah, 100.
I said, I'm never going up for a goalkeeper kick again. No chance. I don't know how those midfielders and centre-backs Sunday league. It's my ball. Have it. They used to just meet it, bruv. Them man there made a different stuff.
Bruv, different. I'm telling you, bruv. Them Tony Adams man, them. Different, bruv.
Yeah, different stuff.
Absolutely different. I can't even lie. Absolutely different. People, listen. Bless up. We're going to end it here. People, also, I know a lot of you asking about my foot champs. Yes, I forgot because I think, chat, just quickly, does foot champs end tonight, like, or tomorrow morning, or is it Wednesday morning? Just quickly. I need to know how much time I have, whether I can potentially leave it till tomorrow morning, or is it got to be tomorrow morning? So could I play it tomorrow during the day? When does foot champ? Oh, there's only 8 hours left. Oh,
well, how many games have you got left?
I've only got 4 games left. I've got 4. I'm 7-4 right now with my dusty team, which ain't too shabby. If you go look at my team is dusty, but I'm 7-4. It's not too shabby still.
Sheikh said, I'm surprised Mita ain't caught a lawsuit for all the CTEs they've caused. It's true, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It's actually true. Their Mita balls were rock hard. It was crazy, bro.
It was stupid.
It was so crazy. And God forbid they played with an all-weather surface. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Bro, if the manager or whatever pulls out an all-surface Mita ball, I'm not playing. I'm not playing, bro. You broke your ankle shooting with that ball, bro. Bro, I'm not playing, bro.
And that's what you're talking about. Because see some of the Mita balls, yeah. If you see when you go to really clap the ball, if you if you get it wrong, you can hurt your ankle. You know that,
bro. 100%.
I remember I used to think to myself, Well, obviously, when I was younger, I was one of the shortest as well. Like when I was growing up, especially like in year 7, innit? My growth spot wasn't until year 9. I used to think to myself, like, maybe I'm just weak and like when I kick the ball, my foot hurts. Nah, blood. That football was illegal and should never have been made.
An all-surface mitre was basically a basketball.
Yeah,
That's basically what it was. But have you ever tried to
Yeah.
kick a basketball,
Yeah,
bro?
bruv. 100. Mash up your foot then.
You're just asking for a broken ankle, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
crazy, bro. Mad
Nah,
thing.
man. 100. But people, listen, we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna set up quickly my stream on Foot Champs. Then I'm probably gonna go over to Monty's stream afterwards because I know Monts, I believe, is streaming. But I've got to finish my Foot Champs. Like Monts, if you're watching, I do apologize, but I've got to finish these Foot Champs. If not, I'm not gonna get my rewards and I can't improve my team. So I've got to finish that, and I'm probably gonna jump over to Monty's show as well. So big up. We're actually ending the show. However, listen. Bruv, come and say hello to the people. Come on.
Evening, guys. Evening.
What's going on, bro?
Long days, you know.
Yeah. I know.
Looking
Basically,
fresh in that, yeah.
Yeah. I needed it. You see that?
Yeah.
I know. Matt, stay humble. Stay humble, Matt. Stay humble. I told you I was going to catch you past.
I swear.
What we said? Hugo Boss modeling contract then that.
No, look. God only knows what's going to happen in the future. Innit? But if them man holler at me, then I'll take the offer. I'll bring you guys along because obviously you got beards as well, but I'll have to obviously be like, I'll take the center stage. So
the fact that he's got the beard brush as well.
Yeah.
You know, Matt, do you want to know what's crazy? I can't tell you the last time I actually used a beard brush. Like, I don't even know.
Do you know, I use an Afro comb. Like all jokes aside, I actually use an Afro comb.
That's why you lot are getting the results like me. So yeah, I get it. You lot slept on your lows. Shall I tell you what you lot were? You lot were naturally talented, innit? I'm the brother who works hard in the gym.
Bro, that's what you're saying. Bro.
You lot naturally had great genetics. I had to work hard in the gym, and now look at me. Crazy.
This guy, bro.
Crazy.
But nah, Kyle, I'm not gonna lie. Just quickly, I just want to get your thoughts on this quickly as you're here right now. Me and Jeff were complaining a lot about tactics and whatever, but what I wanted to ask you, have you heard about Upamecano?
No. Bro, I've had a long day. I've actually had a long day, bro.
Man said no.
Yeah, catch you man later, man.
And there we go, people. Show done. Listen.
Nah, swear that we're actually proper linked to him.
Swear. We've been linked to him by Christian Fulk. Christian Fulk. You know, like German build. Germany. Been linked to him.
Flip's sake, can't I catch a break, man?
And, there is interest. There's definitely interest there. It's definitely interest. I know.
You know what? I blame myself, you know. I maybe I was having too much fun in the summer. Maybe I was having too much fun.
So I don't know.
Happy Monday, Cal.
Yeah, I thought you signing a new contract. They come out today saying they wanted him to sign a new contract. Why are we involved in that? Why would we be involved?
Upamecano, Cal.
But he's.
You want to know what's crazy? Yeah, earlier in the chat, people saying Upper Maguire. I'd actually say that's disrespectful to Maguire.
No, he's better than Maguire. Chill. He's better than Maguire.
Cal, no, he's not, bro.
No, he is, Drew.
Matt, do you think Upamecano is better than Maguire?
I think he is. Yeah,
he's better than
Maguire.
No,
forget about that. He's good on the ball. I mean, at defending, just defending. Do you think Upamecano is better than Maguire just defending? I don't. I can't even lie. I don't.
No, I think. No, he is. Upamecano is better. He is.
He's better. He's just not great.
He's just that like,
if we're losing Ibu, go and get me someone proper in it. Gay, he's better than Upamecano.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100.
I've had a rough day, but that's probably the worst news I've had all day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's dark, isn't it? It's dark.
That's really dark.
It's very dark, bro. I know.
No, we can't. Surely not. We wouldn't be. Surely. Nah. We
Nah,
can't.
bro, it's the truth. I know.
We can't.
The thing is, and I think it's because he's free as well. He's free in it, so Liverpool may
He's
be
free
looking at
for a
that.
reason, bro.
I know, but Liverpool do like to get, them.
Remember when everyone was hyping up about Onana?
Yeah, COVID was free as well, but no one wanted it, did they?
Oh my days, mate, that is crazy, Cal.
Yeah,
No, Cal, that's insane.
They just compared it. That's diabolical.
No, I never compared it to
I'll
Upamecano.
take that back. That is diabolical.
I'm just saying, man. Just because something's free doesn't mean it's worth value.
No, it's true.
No, I know. But yeah, that was like literally the main story tonight.
So crazy. If you offer someone a plane flight for £1, they'll take it. But if you offered them like fresh meat out of like a food truck for £1, they'll be like, "Where's this meat from?" No, I don't want it. So weird how the brain works, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'm presuming there's going to be the proper checks on an airplane.
But if they're only charging £1, bro, how do you know that?
Yeah, you don't, innit? You really don't.
If we get Upamecano though, guys, I'm gonna be real. I'm worried because I think it's kind of a real possibility because he's free. I'm just
then we're cooked, bro.
Oh, I know we're cooked.
So we'll be getting Upamecano to replace the guy who we chose instead of Upamecano years ago, who's still not better than the guy we'd be losing on the free.
and has regressed while the other one progressed.
I tell you what, though, everyone says they want a ball playing centre back. Where's your ball playing centre back?
No. Don't even say that, bro.
That's what people said, though.
Don't say that, bro. I know we need a ball playing centre back because here's the thing: people are crashing out because Konate is not a ball playing centre back because he's not a ball playing centre back. Even I know that. But that's got mad. Upamecano.
I will always take a better defender than a ball playing centre back than vice versa. Right. Always. Because the defender's first job is to stop the ball going in the back.
Upamecano's only 26. Do you know I thought he was going to be older than that?
No, he's the same age as Ibu, isn't it?
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah, same age as Ibu. I thought he was older than Ibu.
Same age as Ibu, which is kind of mad. Yeah, well, guys, listen, we're gonna end it there.
Couple supers, Max.
We got supers. Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah. Big up Footballers TV. It's 6 a.m. and here, and I'm up watching Kopish. Damn, big up Drifter Matt. I'm surprised with the slot out agendas by some Liverpool fans. The guy won
something.
Yeah, something unlike United. Yeah, big up Footballers.
You know what? I know Football Bloods is one of the most.
He's just real, isn't it? He's just real.
Such a legend.
He's one of the most level-headed fans I've ever met. Because remember, he's a Man United fan. He's always got actual, real criticism or praise for Liverpool. It's never like an agenda or being snaky or sneaky or shady or whatever. I big up Football Bloods, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Big up Reze. Do you think Steph B will be a solution until Jan Basetic?
If he can get himself fit, we need everyone on deck.
You man don't believe in him, man.
What do you mean?
You don't, man. You don't believe in him, bro.
No, Cal, do you want to know what? If he can find some kind of fitness, he will suit the way we're trying to play from that DM point of view. So I would actually try and give him a chance. And you know what the irony is again? And Cal, don't shout at me. The way we're playing right now, yeah, if it was Tyler Morton in that DM role, it would actually be looking better.
Oh, piss off.
I can't lie. It would be. If Morton was in that pivot, it would look better than it does.
I've been on this stream for about 5 minutes and twice you
do you think Morton will do better than...
But remember, I did come round to Morton.
Your head.
No, remember, I did come round to Morton last year. Remember? You said you was proud of me. Last year, remember, I came round to Morton.
I want to say this, though.
Your boy in the middle with the green screen didn't.
Do you know why, though? I'll tell you why. And I'll be so honest with you. I think Tyler Morton needed this move to kind of like make him the player that he could potentially be.
He needed a chance. He's better than Endo. I said it. He's better than Endo.
No. You did. My only worry was I didn't think he was ready. Like, so, like two things can be right? I think he needed this move for him to get better. So then maybe he could have came back to Liverpool. I don't think if you put Tyler Morton in right now, that he fixes things like how maybe like you say you take up McAllister and put in like Tyler Morton. I don't think it fixes because there's more to it than that.
We're gonna have to have a real conversation about midfield one day. I won't do that now because I know we're wrapping up, but we're gonna have to have
me and Drift. When you get a chance, watch back that me and Drift spoke about that in depth a lot. Yeah, we agreed on a lot. There was a slight variance.
Remember what I pitched to you earlier?
Yeah, you did. Don't even say
Drift, I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah. Tell him after the show.
Yeah, and it's international break, so we can have that midfield conversation during this international break.
That might have to be a members one because
yeah.
Oh no, I just meant the one where you said let's have an intense midfield conversation, not what you're going to tell me of camera. When
it's going to come into it. My safety, I might
it might be. We listen and we don't judge.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's dark.
Okay.
It's dark. Matt Bicker said at PE days, passing drills with a medicine ball was long.
If you had the strength in your calf to pass with a medicine ball, you were built like the Hulk or something.
Yeah, you man have seen my calves. I couldn't kick a medicine ball. Yeah, not me.
Oh man, don't give me a joke. And then big up down Slander. Has the panel actually watched Upamecano recently? Like, see, I admitted to this. I said no. Like, I've watched him a bit last season and he was fine. Not to mention he's a good progressive. I know this is what I have said. I know here's the thing. So
fine. On the ball,
I said to Drift, I haven't watched him recently. I can only go off what I remember. But that's when I asked the chat, and big up yourself, Darwin, because I did ask you. Maybe missed the part earlier because I said, I said me and Drift ain't really watched him, so we can't really give a fair assessment. We're just kind of what we remember.
Maybe I watch him in the Champions League. I'm not impressed. But it's not week in, week out Bundesliga.
Facts,
I'll admit that.
Big Emmy, is it time to build an attack around Isak, Hugo, and Wirtz? Basically saying not Salah.
Uncomfortable conversations.
That conversation is going to have to be had at some point now. And I think maybe it might come across a lot quicker than maybe what we expect. You know what I'm saying? Big up John II. As a Leon fan myself, I can confirm Tyler Morton is balling out. Big up John II. And said I can confirm, Big up John, Leon fan as well,
There's a lot of conversations to be had in this 2 weeks of madness. So let's see.
Indeed. People, listen, we're going to end it there. You're going to be redirected to Monts, but also, this is where it gets chat. What I will say to you, though, if you've got two devices, I've just put my link in the chat. I'm gonna finish off my 4 games of Foot Champs. Then I'm gonna join Monts' show. So
who won out of you and Cass? Sorry, who won out of you and Cass?
I did. I won 3 out of 2, but it was freaking tough, blood. Nah, bruv. I can't even sit here and cuss, bro. One game, Cass is serious, bro. One game I smoked him in the first game. He's absolutely smoked me in the second or third game, and then all the other games were like 1 goal either side. But I won it.
But you won.
Yeah, I won 3-2. Why is someone saying Cass smoked him? These people are just trying to rattle me in it.
What was the scores in the first 2 games?
I won 5-1 the first game, and I think his biggest victory was 6-3. I think
5-1.
Yeah, but he also beat me 6-3 though. It was horrible. It was dark.
5-1's a bigger gap than 6-3.
Yeah, listen, I'll say this, yeah. You know when you can't really sit here and go, nah, he's rubbish. Cass is actually cold. He's actually cold. I'll be real, he's cold. Okay. But obviously, I was just a bit better, innit? I was just a bit better, innit?
That's all I needed.
I was just a bit better, innit?
That's all I needed.
And you know what it is as well, yeah? I will say this. There was a lot more pressure on me because I was obviously on camera, innit? Obviously, and I've got Cass on the headphones.
He called you out, though, to be fair. So
yeah, he called me out. He did call me out. And again, this is the thing. You guys know me. I haven't been calling out no one, People just keep calling me out. Look, I'll smoke you. See what I'm saying?
I'm going to get at Cass because I needed some dirt on him, but not too much because if he offers me out to play FIFA, it's going to be really bad.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I'll be real. I'm gonna be real. I ain't playing Cass again. That's one and done. We're done now. We're done.
I just let Stevie play and lose to him, bro.
I'm doing a John Jones thing. The saga's over. He's done. 3-2. That's it. That's it. No, it's done. I'm not going back. What am I going back for? I don't need that stress to go and do all that preparation. Bro, I don't think you understand. I was stressed,
Is he that good, yeah?
Bro, he's that good. Because what it is, he's of a level where you have to pay attention to everything. because he's very sneaky the way how he does his build up and everything. Bruv, I'm telling you, he was a problem. Because what made it worse was we started to learn each other's kind of game, innit? So he started, like, you know, when you make adjustments, he's learning how I'm playing and whatever. Bruv, Cass is good. He's very, very good. He's probably the best player that I've played in a minute still. I'll be real. But yeah. It's mad still. What's this? It's not what people think of you when you come in. It's important what they think of you when you leave for verse. I hear the premise. It's what you're gonna leave as, how people are gonna see you as, not when you first enter the building. I hear that. And you're basically saying give him time, and hopefully over that time he will become the player that we all expect him to be. So I get that premise. You know what I'm saying?
Jamie's a madman. It's actually a mad.
Absolutely.
But yeah, people, listen. We're gonna end it there. I'm gonna put my link in the chat. People, come join me for some foot champs. I've got to rush through the 4 games though, because I'm not gonna lie. I need to go on Monty channel as well. Because yeah, there's a meeting
soon.
Tonight.
Don't worry, bro.
I need to make sure I'm there. Are you there, Kat? Are you there tonight? I'm only going to
go for like half an hour max though.
All right, just let Monts know I'll be there. I shouldn't be too long. I won't be long. But yeah, people, bless up, enough love, take care. Team Kop-Ish. Don't forget this video is sponsored by okajersey.com. We can get jerseys for £15. Not only that, use the code Kop-Ish to get 8% off, people. God, man. See, I'm already stressed about thinking about foot champs. People, enough love, take care. God bless. We're out, people. Love.
Peace.
Yeah.